And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
Welcome to another edition of the Sports Court. We are live at the Horseshoe Cafe. We got the full crew in the house. Jay's bringing me water. We got Tony in the Beyonce jersey. Matthew here. Michael behind the other side of the glass. Lonnie from the company. Coming in from Harlem. Josh B already saying, "Let's go!" How we doing, fellas?
Dude, I'm doing great, dude. Beautiful Sunday here. Beautiful day at the Horseshoe. Literally so sick.
Can't beat it, dude.
I gotta say, man, the hydration this weekend, all-time low. Only beers.
Are you struggling? Struggling, like hydration-wise?
Honestly, yeah.
You're feeling a little lightheaded almost?
I don't say lightheaded, but definitely a little dry in the lips, dude. But hey, man.
How sick is it that like
straighten that right out, dude?
We're playing out the opening music.
Yeah,
Let it play out a little bit.
sick, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, I love it.
You got your water with a little salt,
Dude.
lemon, lime, dude.
Stop it, dude.
Wait, Tony,
That's how you bounce back,
I
dude.
can't see all of it. Could you give me a summary of what we got to eat today?
All right, so real quick, we got a little smorgasbord here of appetizers, courtesy of the Horseshoe, obviously. Jalapeno poppers, onion rings. We got some French fries over yonder, as well as some chicken tendies with a huge selection, a plethora of sauces here.
Yes.
So I'm super stoked. I gotta say, Brian, I forget fucking music.
We are back.
Welcome back.
What do you got to say? What do you got to say?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, Mike and I had some onion rings yesterday. Absolute trash, dude. No, not here. Not here.
You had like hilarious.
No.
Where were they?
In Jersey City, a place called Grace O'Malley's. Ironically, dude.
Grace O'Malley's.
Literally.
So Grace O'Malley's, is that
That's
Fairfield?
fraud,
Where Analytics used to be, or they
relation
changed-
to no relation.
No. It's in Jersey.
It's in Jersey City, I said.
No, but where Analytics used to be, what is that called right now?
It's closed. It's nothing now.
It was.
No, it's unoccupied. It's unoccupied.
But that was the same place, though.
Yes, Grace O'Malley's was once Analythi's.
Yes.
And then, yeah, dude.
Yes.
So this is unrelated. Jersey City place. Food terrible, dude.
Wait, also,
horrible time.
maybe I was like misreading the group chat, but did you go double pizza yesterday?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And it seemed like, were you at Colony at like midnight? Like, what was going on with that?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, literally.
You weren't even there, Matthew. You weren't there. You
I
can't
got
tell
the call
the story,
to go, dude. I was basically
Yeah,
there.
you should say
got
it,
the
dude.
call!
What'd you say? You said, hey, man.
I
You
was
said,
there.
no.
I was there in
You
spirit.
said, hey, Tony, I hate you. I don't want to get pizza with you. You said to me on the phone. I
did
hate
not
you.
say
You said
that.
yesterday, I hate you.
He's a liar.
No, dude, so yesterday, geez, dude, we had pizza in Jersey City, obviously in
Jeez.
Jersey, got a pizza, pretty good, not bad, thank you, dude. And then, got here.
He said, I
I can't hear you, dude.
How did I hear him? I'm just kidding, though.
Because you don't listen to me ever, dude, that's why. You never
I'm
want to listen to me,
listening,
dude.
Jersey
You're-
City.
That's
the
only for
pizza.
10
Like,
seconds, dude.
What do we got, dude?
On the way home, we were like, hey, is Colony open? Like, it was. Dude, by the way, shout out to
Colony where?
Fairfield.
dude. This is at the end of the night.
End of the night, dude. Like, post Horseshoe, we were
What
here
time?
last night, 12 o'clock, midnight.
You got a pizza from Colony at midnight.
Yeah, dude. So I literally call Colony.
Okay.
Because I look them up on Google. They close at 12:30. We're like, oh, dude, the kitchen's probably been closed already. Call them.
I'm
and I'm like,
shocked.
hey, when does your kitchen close? And she says, we close at 12:30. I said, wait, so you serve food until 12:30? She said, yes. I said, thank you. Hung up.
That's incredible.
We showed up. And
That
we
is-
got
What
pizza.
time? What time are you in the door?
Dude, literally at 12:15 maybe, Michael? I don't know. 12:15?
Wow.
I know, dude. So pretty
Yeah.
stoked that we actually got served food
Let's go,
too.
dude.
We were here before.
And-
No.
Yeah, I was saying we were here before, and we would have just walked in. We like ordered drinks and food immediately. Didn't even look at the menu. Didn't think twice about it.
What'd you get?
I got pepperoni and onion.
Oh, wow.
We
Great
got the
combo.
sausage and onion,
Great combo.
and we went halvesies on our pizzas. It was delicious.
Halvesies.
Halfsies. Like I took half of his, he took half of mine. We still had whole pies to
You guys
ourselves.
do that a lot.
You do that.
I mean, just like variety.
Good,
Man.
you
Variety
got
is
a
the
little
spice of
variety,
life,
dude.
buddy.
Absolutely,
Little
dude.
variety,
Yes.
and it makes Michael happy. So
Yes,
anything I can do to
he
make
does
Michael
love to
happy.
do that.
dude.
Michael
He
loves to do
and
that.
he hates when
Makes
you
him
don't
very
when you don't
happy.
when you tell him no.
I know,
He's
I know,
like,
I know, I know.
oh,
He's like, well, what do you mean?
yeah. What do you mean? You don't
Tony,
love me anymore?
I feel like you confuse me though with like the toppings, flavors. Like
You're
some
confused.
things, like you know what I mean. You want it plain, but
Yeah.
other times you want like
Yeah.
how do you differentiate with that?
Well, Connecticut pizza doesn't have as much flavor as a pizza back home.
So you're telling me
So-
at home you don't want any toppings. You don't
Obviously
need-
not, Brian.
So I'm
Obviously
saying, but
not.
what in all seriousness, how do you do it? What's the breakdown?
Like normally, like if I'm at home or like just
in general, like what makes you want to have the toppings versus not?
I like to have at least, if I was getting pizza, at least either, depending on how many people there are and who's interested in what, at least obviously a half a pie or a pie of plain, depending on the people.
Okay.
Like if this is Mike and I was putting a pie, I'd like to have half plain, half sausage, onion, something like that.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, it's like plain is always good, but
So
I get
good, dude.
more like I enjoy it more when there's like a garlic flavor to it. That's like what I
Okay.
really, really
So
enjoy.
you
it.
hammer the garlic powder, you're telling me.
Or when it's like I feel like Beverly's, for instance,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's already right.
Garlic,
Like,
yeah,
you don't
yeah,
even
you're
need
totally
garlic
right.
powder.
Yeah, you don't at all, dude. It depends on the place. I suppose.
Depends on the place,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know what we should do next time, dude? They have pizza here.
I didn't even
How
know.
about we try that, dude?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So the menu today, dude.
Just a quick pause, if we could, Michael. If you could just update us on the comments.
Oh yeah, the comments are pretty crazy. Michael Luigi full stash in full effect. Josh
Love it,
B.
yes.
Why were you in Jersey City? Mary.
Oh, Ma, I told you.
Matthew
Ma.
says, "Let's go."
Matthew's
And
here.
then Kev Do says, "Damn, next time you guys are in New Jersey, hit me up. I'm there. Rep the company."
Oh yeah. We were there for work businesses only, you know.
And
A quick in and out process.
Kev, do I'm gonna be in New Jersey on Tuesday night. So if you're trying to meet up in Somerset, let me know.
There it is. Let's go, dude.
There it is, dude.
Also,
There
we're
it
doing
is.
trivia today.
7:30 and 8:30 are your hours of trivia. There are questions in the Google Doc from Michael. I believe 7:30 is the call-in trivia. 8:30 will be the in-house Horseshoe Cafe trivia. So if you are unable to call at 7:30, you get your ass down here. 8:30 Horseshoe Cafe, Southport, Connecticut, and try and win
So
some two roads, swag, and beers, dude. Just beer.
I have
But
to,
that's all you need, dude.
I have to update everybody real quick, not to interrupt.
No, not to
Or
interrupt,
you
Tony.
need more? You need more time?
Dude, it's all you, bro.
All right. So not WGC, but St. Jude FedEx Memphis Championship. Lucas Glover has had the lead all day. And now Patrick Cantley with a tap-in birdie on 16
dude.
is now one shot clear after Glover saved a bogey with about a 20-foot putt. So we got Cantley in first.
That's
and they're
gnarly.
showing the breakdown here. You know, Glover well ahead. When the round started, he was 5 shots clear of Patrick Cantley, but Cantley has taken the lead.
Right.
With Glover now in second, and I believe Rory and Fleetwood are right behind him. So you got Rory at 13 and Fleetwood at 13. So you have 4 golfers within 2 shots of the lead here. Jordan Spieth a little further back at 11. But Lucas Glover looking to go back to back. You know, he was a theme earlier this week.
Yeah. That's sick, dude. His wife.
Yeah. So kind of crazy. And of course, Rory, Tony, right there. But is it going to be enough?
It might be. It might not be. But probably by the time we're done talking about it, Lonnie will be asleep.
Lonnie!
Yo, I see you yawning over there, Lonnie.
Yeah,
It's okay,
relax.
dude.
Just relax.
Oh, man.
Rough weekend,
couple
dude?
more comments, Michael?
Yeah, you can read them off. It's just hard for where my mic.
Wow, okay. Wow. See how it is, Michael.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, all I know is
So your mother, Tony, says Joe and Pat's. Now, Joe and Pat's, a little. I know
Joe
you
and
probably
Pat's,
mentioned it.
yeah, dude, definitely. It's like the spot on Staten Island. One of my favorite spots to
I'll
go
tell
to
you
for
what,
pizza.
I've never been
Joe
there,
and
but it
Pat's.
sounds delicious just by the name.
Dude, it is sick. Been there since I want to say 1964. I want to
No
say.
way. Wow.
Yeah, swear to God. And they did recently open up a location in Manhattan. The president of Barstool, you know, Prez has been there. I don't think he's been to the Staten Island one, I know. But you talk about thin sliced pizza. It's so thin, dude. The sauce, you could drink it, dude.
They think it's funny.
You could drink the sauce.
Are
It's
you
so
kidding?
good, dude. And their pepperoni, the best pepperoni on pizza I've ever had in my life.
Really?
It's like the little pepperonis, the little slices that like curl up.
Yeah, dude. There you go,
What?
bro.
Isn't it
No,
called
no.
pepperoni?
No.
Oh, pepperoni is like a pepper.
Yeah, pepperoni.
Okay.
Yeah. Take it easy, Bun. Yeah, it's a
one
good
step
spot.
at a
We've
dude.
all made a mistake before.
It's okay,
Bro,
dude.
so
But yeah,
it
dude,
sounds
right by my mom's salon, dude. It's like
nice.
the amount of time the mother is like coming home. I'm getting a pie, dude, and it's dude, so good.
We gotta
Love
go.
John Pat's,
We
dude.
gotta go.
My mother,
You know
by the
where we
way,
gotta
making chicken parm.
As we
Tonight?
speak
Right
right now.
It's probably already been made and eaten, honestly.
Absolutely.
Right, what time is it?
Yes, at
Yeah,
6:40.
6:40 on a Sunday.
On a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay. So what time is dinner usually on Sunday in the Materiello house?
It kind of depends on the schedule of my brother. You know, with his
Right.
crazy, crazy works and stuff. I don't know.
We good?
You good?
Michael? Little echo.
But yeah, maybe like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay.
I think it's Tony.
What about me? No echo?
I think it is. Must be.
Tony, what do you know? Your mother just said we ate at 5.
Wow,
5
look at
o'clock,
that.
there we
There
go.
you go. Spot on.
You can lower my,
I don't know about
lower
you
my
guys.
headphones, maybe? Maybe just
I've always been in favor of an early dinner, and I
Yeah,
know historically Sunday.
How are you?
Now, what's your time typically? Is it
For the last few years, it's
Depends
been around
on
like
the sure
5.
it's there,
It
you know.
depends. Yeah.
Okay,
Company's over. You know, we eat 3 o'clock. You know,
Right.
Dude, my mom, who growing up, used to eat like 2 on
Dude,
Sunday.
Wow, no, I know that
Yeah.
like 12, like I've heard like back in the day.
Yeah.
Right.
Crazy, bro.
Um,
The span, you have to widen that span though. It's still
I know.
early, dude.
Dude,
Um,
it's like,
We could eat. We would obviously have round 2,
Right.
maybe even round 3, bro. Who
Oh
knows?
wow.
sure.
Dude, you're all in.
Just
You're doubling
continuing-
down on the food, dude.
Yeah, we're doubling down on the food, dude.
Continuing with the
Open up the budget,
the
dude.
comments, the comments here.
Open it up, dude.
Kev Du says, I will try, but that's about an hour away, and I don't get home from work till about 6. That's too
tough,
long of a
dude.
day
That
for
sounds
me.
like an excuse.
I wake up at
dude.
4:45 during the week, but I will try. And of course, Kev Du, no big deal, but hey, if it ends up working out, it works out. Josh B also asking what's in Somerset, and
Right.
I'm actually
The Patriots.
golfing there, getting in the twilight round. Corey, works as we know for the Somerset Patriots, so
Right.
there's a course nearby. Me, and Mike, not this Mike, but the other Mike, are going for twilight round, and then we go get dinner afterwards. So this is actually the 5th time
Nice.
we've been able to do it this golf season, so kind of becoming a tradition. Which is kind of nice. And Josh B also says, a little echo, something. I can hear you guys clear. And yes, seems like Tony's mic.
Wow, dude. Right now I'm doing nothing.
Talk right now.
My mic? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's me. Here I am. I feel like it's kind of good right now. This sounds good. I think it was happening.
Is it the background or no? That's not good.
What it could be.
Huh.
Bang. That sounds kind
Do you
of
think
good.
it's you? Where's it? Hello?
Your mother says she doesn't hear an echo.
All right. Well,
That's good.
Doesn't start.
I feel like
That's good, dude.
I feel like we're good.
Yeah, I feel like we're fine.
Yeah, there's
And
I
then
like that hat, dude. I like your whole look you got going on, dude. You got your Mets jersey
Thanks,
on,
dude.
dude. You got your 5-panel going, dude.
Yeah, it's sick. You know, gotta be comfy.
Mustache
Support the
in full
team.
effect, dude.
Wait, what's the deal with
Yeah,
that hat?
absolutely.
What do you mean? What's the deal with this hat? Like,
I don't know. Have you worn it before?
Brian. Really?
You went 5-panel inside out?
Dude, I've what?
dude.
Inside out.
Oh no, because don't you? Never mind. I was getting it with the DTV.
Oh yeah. No, that's in my car.
And I
though.
swear, until I saw it on our website, I had no idea what a 5-panel was. I'd never heard of it. Is that
Wait,
been
really?
around a while, or like?
5-panel?
I want to say it's been popularized in the last few years.
Okay, so kind of a trending thing.
Yeah, I would say a trending thing, as most of these things in fashion are. You know,
Fashionista Tony.
it's just me.
There it is, dude.
Yeah, man. By the way, I wear this hat probably twice a week.
No, you know what it is?
It's the what? It's
The angle I'm looking for, because you have like the brand right here. It appears, and obviously I'm wrong, but it looks like it's inside out from my angle. All right, shoot me. Josh B saying he's 25 minutes from Somerset. I'm just saying, Josh.
Josh B golfs too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the place we usually go for dinner. I gotta actually find this out, Josh B. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me just look this up on my phone. But that would be awesome if you could come by. Let's see. So Somerset Sports. So It is the 2020 Tap House Somerset, Josh B. So we will most likely be there on Tuesday night. So let me know if you want to come through.
Dude, this is gonna be a great day.
Uh,
Solid day.
Yeah,
So you got golf. Then you see in Somerset.
like golf in Somerset, and
Golf in
then
Somerset.
we're just going, and then and obviously we'll get to it, but of course at the restaurant, watch the game.
All right. Yeah. But dude,
Severino's
it's gonna be great.
starting.
Yeah. So there's an L. Chalk a nice L there. But dude, I mean, it's gonna be a great time.
Oh yeah, it always is a great time, and I'm fortunate that we've been able to do it so much. It's become like the tradition. We always
Have your
talk about tradition. Yeah.
Have traditions, dude.
So that's been solid. Spieth makes a birdie here to get to 12 under. We got a packed leaderboard. Now we have, what is it?
What do we got?
5 golfers within 4 shots. Cantlay at 15, Glover at 14, McElroy and Fleetwood at 13, and then Spieth at 12.
Wow.
So this one up for grabs here. First leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. So we're going to keep an eye on this. And then one thing, too, that I wanted to mention, we were talking about golf, and I was sharing with you earlier. I was playing over at Sterling Farms today in Stanford. It was me, Riley, Stacks, and Pooch. And I was actually pretty consistent. 1 hole, got a 7. The rest of the day, I think maybe 1 double bogey. Everything else was par or bogey.
Right.
So pretty solid. 44 on the front. And Riley, I've talked about. He's always been the leader of the pack of our group of golfers. And on the front, I actually beat him by 1. We head to the back, a little back and forth. And we get to the 18th tee, and we're tied. So here we are, opportunity, and you got a long par 5 at Sterling Farms, right down
Down memory lane.
I'm trying to think of the road. I guess it's from Strawberry Hill. You kind of know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So you're going, or Newfield Ave is technically the next, but anyway.
Okay.
So I hit my drive like a little to the right, but almost in the just on the first cut basically, but pretty far. So I'm feeling pretty good. He shanks his into the rough, maybe hits it 125 yards. So I'm thinking, I'm in the clear. All I got to do is just beat him by 1 this hole. I can finally beat him for the first time in my life. But second shot, he hits a perfect shot where he's probably 180 out from that point to get on to 2 putt for par. I hit my second shot, and I was thinking about laying up, but I kind of get a little aggressive. And I try to hit the green in 2, and I end up veering off to the right. I'm in the rough. I have an obstructed view, so I chip it short of the green. He chips it on the green, so we're both putting for birdie. I'm on the fringe, he's on the green, but I hit this ridiculous putt from literally 55, 60 feet within 3 feet. Right. So I tap in for par. He putts. He's 9 feet away at that point, and everybody's saying, "Oh, he's not gonna make it. You're good." It's all dramatic and stuff. And I'm telling everybody, he's not looking at me, but I'm going, "He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it." Right in. But so it was a little tough. We had talked about earlier in the year where he birdied the last I parred, so I didn't beat him then. But first time tying him, so I feel like at least there's some progress there, Tony.
I would say progress is good, dude.
Absolutely, dude. That's what I told him on the phone. Little wins, dude.
Yeah.
Little wins.
You know what I mean?
And
technically, it's a tie.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's
it's
not
not
a
a
tie. It's not a win for him.
A win within the essence.
And my career low
Absolutely.
at that course was a 90, so we went 86. So
That's awesome, dude.
can't complain about it.
Yeah, you're
Not complaining.
going leaps and bounds, Brian.
Leaps and bounds, Tony.
Is he tight that he's kind of like?
He was riled that he didn't lose, but I
Okay.
feel like, come on, at the end of the day, I know I didn't win, but it's a better day for me than it's a better day for him.
Exactly, dude. No,
Just because that never happened.
For sure. Vaughn.
Exactly. All it takes is that
Slowly,
one time,
by
dude.
one, you're etching out all your boys. He's the best golfer in the whole group.
Plus,
He's edging his boys.
Etching out his boys.
Oh.
Plus, we do a little
Knocking
match,
down.
low stakes and stuff, Tony. And it's been a floating spread. At one
nice.
point, he was giving me 20 strokes because he's that much better than me.
Yeah.
We're down to 12 now. But it's and it was, every time, so if he wins, it goes down 1. If I win, it goes up 1.
Yeah.
So since we started, I've shaved off 8 strokes from 20 to
Nice,
12. So we're getting there
That's-
eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is solid right there.
Yeah. So we're
Take that all
fired
day.
up. We're fired up. So yeah, that was the day out on the course, and we're working on it. A lot of time left in the season. And I mean, I feel like we gotta just
Solid 2 months ahead.
Yeah, solid 2 months, and I feel like we gotta get all of us on the course. We still have time.
Yes.
I mean, let's go, Tony. No?
Yeah, I was actually just telling Mike this yesterday. Like, we just gotta fucking like stop sticking
Put it
around.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
Yeah.
like because summer's practically over.
But good news, like we just said, like, we can play all the way until like October, even November. Depends.
December,
you know.
dude. Honestly.
Dude,
I
do it.
say by the end of the sports board tomorrow, we figure out a day.
I think that's doable, right?
Michael?
He says yes.
Doable.
And I'm guaranteeing this, Michael, and I know you think I'm kidding. First hole that you're playing, par. Literally par, that's it. Perfect shots the whole time, so jacked up, dialed in, like smack talk, everything. I can see it from here.
Bars.
I love it.
In Connecticut, what's the latest you played throughout the year? Like season-wise, like November, December.
I have played definitely in November. I don't think
Okay.
I played in December.
Are we talking
and
like 50-degree weather, easily 45?
50 is usually the cutoff. Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, really, 50 and like really sunny is
Yeah.
fine. But if it's like windy, no sun,
That's a little
it's gotta
tough,
be-
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little tough.
So we'll get out there, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The great game of golf.
The great game of golf, and we have a putt here for Cantlay. Let's see what we got here. A little
wow.
sidewinder. I don't know if that's gonna
Nah,
go. Skates past the hole. I don't know if that
too
was for
hard.
birdie or for par
He
here.
went just a little bit too hard, Tony.
But
A little bit too
Cantlay,
hard, I think, dude.
wow, actually, okay, no, I thought that was his spot. I was like, there's no way it was that far.
So we still got Cantley in first.
So
and
Glover
Here's
here
Glover.
for birdie and Coley to get back into the league. Lucas Glover, the anchor style.
Oh, no,
That
dude.
is a heartbreaker. So
His
Lucas
wife is gonna be so
Glover
tight, dude.
is going to remain at 14 under
Think she'll
par.
divorce him
His wife?
for that? Yeah.
I don't think so.
right, well,
She might beat him up for it again.
Oh yeah, dude. She's
Yeah.
a little tight.
She gets really tight and,
Yeah.
and like drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
And then
tight, dude.
physical.
Physical, yeah.
Physicality.
Which is great. You love that
You got to have some physicality
in your woman.
your
Yeah, in a
game,
woman. Yeah. That's what you're looking
Let's
for.
see what we got here.
Yeah.
Tommy Fleetwood here. Second shot in the par 5. 317 to the hole. Looks like he's laying up using an 8-iron, which has quickly became my favorite club. And he goes in the bunker. I don't know why that was weird. Why was he,
He's like-
from
he's like,
317, why was he hitting an 8-iron? How did he hit it that far? That was
Lucas Glover.
ridiculous. Wow, okay.
Wait, was that Glover or Cantley?
That was Tommy Fleetwood.
That was
The
Fleetwood.
Englishman.
The English.
The Englishman.
English
Hey.
idiot,
Time for
dude.
third.
Stupid red coat.
Yes.
Oh, you know, and we've talked about this, Tony.
What's up?
Kind of off topic a little bit, but you were making me think about it because you'll see once you watch it. But last night, me and Sam finished Lincoln Lawyer. Remember I was talking to you about it?
Yeah.
Good God, you love that show.
Like I'm telling you, Tony, you'll be locked in, dialed in. Like you gotta watch it,
Let's do it.
100%. Yeah.
Me, you, and Sam.
Yeah. Well, I'm already caught up. I just need you to caught up, and then I can guest star, screen time.
All right, let's
Michael?
do it, dude.
I feel like you would like it too. Have you heard of it at all? or
No, I haven't.
I tried to get him to watch so many things.
It's an uphill battle. McElroy, and it skates past the hole. Rory a little tight there, huh?
He should be.
He's
Dude.
a little bit tight.
Well, Josh B, like not ruling it out, said I will see what I can do about Tuesday.
Let's go.
That
That's
would
huge.
be
Jude.
ridiculous meeting up with Josh B in Somerset. Let's just say
Be
that.
legendary. How does Lana feel about that?
Lonnie,
He's pumped.
Asleep during the golf segment.
what do you think? Josh B coming to Somerset Tuesday? How far are you from Somerset? Probably an hour 20 or something.
Somerset, New Jersey.
geographer.
Yeah, hour and a
Actually,
half.
no. He's less than that because Stanford is an hour and a half.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, right? Like you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I mean, it could be
You're
like
crazy,
equally
man.
distant in that sense. I feel like
Depending
from the city to go to
the traffic,
Yeah.
the drinking. What?
Drink?
the drinking.
Hey.
Why you're drinking and driving, Brian?
Tony, here I am making a joke.
Tony, is
you love
drinking?
No.
Try to say I drink and drive?
No,
Brian?
Is drinking one of your all-time
Dude,
favorite
drinking, dude,
pastimes?
everyone's trying to put, everyone's,
The
penciling
drink-
me in as an alcoholic right now.
No, it's not.
He's not.
God
I feel like
forbid
Just
I
like
to
have a good old
time during the
American grand
weekend.
time.
Yeah,
If
really.
That's what I'm
Stanley
saying,
taps
dude,
in
on the
for
weekend,
par to
dude.
remain at 15 under, he's going to go to the AT&T.
I'm gonna spite all of you. I'm
with
gonna
the
black
lead
out
here.
tonight.
do it.
But Tony, I feel like your favorite thing is when I'm trying to like tell a joke or something, like to go stone face back at me. Like I think you like seeing
I
how
think it's
I
kinda
react.
funny. Yeah.
Get me a little nervous.
Sometimes
maybe.
you're like, dude, are you
Tommy
serious?
Fleetwood.
That wasn't even close.
Out of the bunker, that's a good shot.
You're allowed to have logos on your ball, but you just had to have a plain white ball.
I think it was Google Drive.
regulation.
Yeah, right, dude.
Google Drive.
The Google Drive.
Google Drive, dude.
The Google Drive.
I like
The Google Drive.
You're not enjoy. Oh, you don't like French fries? I forgot, dude.
What? Yes,
You could have some if you want.
No. I was just asking.
I've had a couple. They are good. I just
Yeah, but you're not into the fries. You're more, you know.
onion rings. I think.
Yeah.
Onion rings or fries. At their peak.
Fries.
Me too. Fries.
Fries. Michael.
Yeah.
Onion rings or fries.
For like ever.
Yeah.
No, but like also,
Yes. No,
but
fries.
at their peak, like made
What
as
does at their
great as
peak
possible.
mean?
No,
Well,
because you
no,
know
no.
what?
Fries with feta cheese are fire.
Wow.
So wow, all right, Lonnie, same thing. Fries.
I don't think
Over
I've ever
onion
had
rings.
that. Fit it. Oh well, the sun is rising.
The
Nah,
sun is
dude,
rising.
I'm going fries all day, dude. I'm a big fry. I like fries, dude.
I just feel like I had too many of them. I feel like,
In your lifetime?
it's just you know.
Never gonna
what I mean?
have fries again?
No, but it's like I don't know.
Oh,
It's just like it's too much. Like the Dutchess back in the day, like the combo meal with the fries. Like how many
Delicious.
times-
Every time. A million. All the time.
Curly
I
fries.
don't know. For some reason, it's different. Curly fries make it a little better. That's
Curly fries are great, dude.
yeah.
That's probably my favorite fry, dude. I like a nice crinkle cut fry.
Crinkle, I do like. I think crinkle cup.
Waffle fry, dude.
Those are my favorite. Like, but like the shoestring fry or whatever. I don't know.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's you know, depends where they come from.
Yeah,
Some are
yeah,
fine.
100%.
You know, dude.
Whoa, Anthony B, the company chef, says he wants
Company
in
chief,
on a
dude.
scramble.
No, company chief. he
Anthony
said.
B? Oh, yeah. Oh,
Tony-
it is the company chief.
Tony B.
The chef. The chef.
At least put his comment up, Michael, no?
Chef us up.
I thought he could chef up.
Anthony B, the
No,
chef,
Anthony
is
B,
gonna
the company
scramble up
chief,
some eggs.
wants
on
in
the
on the
golf
scramble
course.
for golf.
Oh, dude.
The tournament.
Yeah, why not?
The company downtown golf tournament. 100%.
Let's do it. I'm down.
You're in there, dude.
You're in.
%.
My money's on Tony.
Michael,
All the
against my better judgment,
Many.
if we could go to the worlds of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So a little kind of fun fact here. Anthony B, the company chief, says he was actually a chef for over 20 years before he became a mailman.
No kidding.
There you go.
That's pretty awesome, actually, dude.
And I didn't. So he called in, right? Didn't he call in to us?
Yeah,
once?
Lonnie will start the
He called in
baseball
like
segment and Matt
day
will close it.
one, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like the first day we
Yeah,
got interacting
I
with the
remember
company.
I remember him calling.
Yeah, he come in. He called in, dude. He's like a big. Like when he called in, I was kind of fanboying a little bit because like
He's a big caller.
he's a huge caller.
Yeah.
you know. So
100%. Yeah.
that was pretty big that we got him, dude.
And then Josh B saying Yankees with the crying emoji.
I don't know. Is there a relation between Anthony B?
And Josh B.
B.
I mean, I think we know the man that can tell us about that.
Lonnie B?
Lonnie coming in here,
Yeah, put the headphones on.
decked out in Yankee gear
Yeah.
with the company shirt on.
I will say he was sitting over there with no jersey on. Put the jersey on just to come on the show. So I don't know how I feel about that, dude.
With no name on the back. He's gone authentic.
Yeah, majestic, baby.
What up, bro?
What's up, babe?
What's going on, y'all? Shout out to the
So
company. We here.
Yeah,
absolutely great to have you here again. And any relation, Josh B. Anthony B.
Nah.
Well, what's the B? That last name's actually just started with B.
just, Burgos and Brandon.
That's pretty sick. Tell us about the shirt for me.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you
we
get it?
got, where did we get it? We made it. The company. You can see it.
Did you sell them?
Well, we usually our shirts is like one-off. So
Yeah.
Jay.
Let it be on point when
Matt.
we make a post or whatever. But yeah, we got the Yankee Company shirt. This is the second one that we made.
I like that one.
The second outing that we did in the suite or whatever at the second game of the season and shit. It has Ray on it. It has RJ on it. It has the company on it. The GPH on Rothenberg.
Yeah, it's cool, dude.
Logo, all of that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Josh, company Prez, puts all this stuff together.
100%.
That's why he's the president, I guess, huh?
And speaking of which, Josh B says #chairman. Wow. Your shout out. And then Danny V saying, hey,
Birdie, what's up?
Let's go. The company in the building. What's up, fellas?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You want some more food? Have another onion ring, dude. I'm not going to finish these.
You ate all the food already.
Dude, are you fucking kidding
Yo,
me?
what the heck,
Bro,
Lonnie?
I'll force feed you right now, dude. There's no more O-ring.
Yeah. Something.
It was Mike, too.
Anything.
Lonnie, man, you know, coming in here, making demands.
Yo, eat the more food, dude. I already ate. I had Southport pizza before this.
Wait, Tony. What?
That's scraps. You said scraps, dude. Scrap. He said, "Yo." He was like, he said, "No, Michael, roll
look
back,
at
roll
that.
back." He said, "Any scrap."
Are you kidding me?
He said, "Is there a scrap? What is this? This is a scrap. That's a scrap." He said, "Scrap."
Save
No, that's for Lonnie, dude.
No,
God.
Oh, and we have Matt on the sideline. By the way,
you're making Jay, dude.
Did you guys hear that? That's Matt as a sideline
everybody.
reporter. It's good to be here.
Are the Jets going all the way this year?
They're going all the way, baby.
Jets. Yeah,
Let's
dude.
go. Wow.
Dude, rolling.
We got a sideline reporter.
I'm on the sideline, dude. How are you?
Matt on the sidelines.
Wow, your first assignment since a basketball game.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Dude, I can't wait to use that for fan
Back to
interaction,
me. No, back to you.
Sick, dude. Now we know it works.
Let's go, bro.
Are you talking about basketball?
Hey, can we interview Jay, Matt?
Oh,
shit.
No,
What do you want me to do?
Go interview Jay.
Jay, man.
Oh, okay.
No, he's eating. I'll do it. How's it? Wait, he said he's eating. He said he's eating.
Ask him how the food
He
is.
doesn't want to be disturbed. Yeah, how's the sandwich? He just took a bite. He said, it's really good, bro. So Jay, we're here live with Jay eating the cheesesteak,
There he
dude,
is,
from the
Jay.
horseshoes. Dude, so what's take us through the making of the sandwich. What's on it, dude?
What is that, a Philly?
We got some nice
Wait, Jay, is this a Philly?
the Philly cheesesteak, yeah.
Okay.
We got some onions, peppers. That looks like American cheese. You gotta love it.
American.
Yeah, they make a good Philly
Put some
cheesesteak
ketchup in there.
He puts ketchup on that. That's insane. What an insane human being. I've never heard of such a thing, dude.
Tony.
That ruins it for me, dude.
Maybe on the
Back
side.
to you.
What is the only mistake?
You got a little ketchup on the corner of your mouth there, bud. That's all right. We're done, dude.
We're back
That
to
was the
the
sandwich.
Glover almost
That was
shipped
the
it in.
that was the Philly cheesesteak.
And to top it off,
Brought some
Josh
vibe.
Reed says he's definitely watching the golf, by the way.
That's a commercial.
There we go.
Who put
So
Tony's name on
let's
it?
see.
32
Hanley,
minutes.
the approach shot on 18 here. He's on the green. That's gonna be a far putt. We'll keep posting on the golf.
Keep posting on the golf.
Obviously, it's another tough weekend for the Yankees. Seemed like we had the 2 out of 3 in the bag today.
Lonnie can't wait to
A
talk about
I know, I can't wait to hear Lonnie's take.
Bottom of the 9th inning as the Marlins walk it off of the combination of Clay Holmes and Tommy Kahnle. The Yankees once led the game 7-1, wasting another prime performance out of Garrett Cole. And I have to say, I mean, we've talked about it for a while now. All these rough losses, where they are in the standings, the way the offense has looked this year. It's been tough. Quick interruption here. My sister says hello from North Carolina, so thank you to Jennifer and Chokri for tuning in today. Always appreciate them watching.
Shout out to the Barnum Bees.
Shout out 100%. But yeah, that honestly, Lonnie, listen, don't get me wrong, still gonna watch all the time. But today, I think was the absolute epiphany of the season. I don't know how you lose that game, and it's just so tough too because the bullpen is our strength, and that's what killed us today. We scored plenty of runs, and I know what you're gonna say, Lonnie. I know you're gonna say, "Well, that's just evidence. It's just not gonna happen this year." B, go to the dark side. I know that's what you're thinking.
I told you that a long time
Wait,
ago.
Yeah, baby.
Let me tell you
You
something.
have to speak up.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, baby. Get animated.
Yes.
Get angry.
Yankees stink, bro. I've been telling you that for at least 3 weeks now, but unfortunately, today was just horrible. Like the fact that they was up 7-3 in the ninth inning, all we needed was 3 outs. Clay Holmes couldn't
misplays that ball, throws it away on the other one. So there were 2 outs that they could have had.
And he didn't have it. And he
No.
didn't have it. To be
You could
honest
tell
with
the
you.
control was not
It
there. He
wasn't
walked
there.
the bases loaded.
He throws pitches like that's low to the sinkers that's low. Everything was like right above, right at the middle of the plate, right at the waistline for people to hit. That's why they was putting the bat on the ball. So look, they showing the highlights now. How disgusting! Great,
Oh my god! And
wonderful.
Who was
At least
pitching before
IKF
Hanley
can
came
hit, though.
in?
Clay Holmes.
Clay
Oh, it was
and he
Clay
came
Holmes.
in a non-safe situation, which I feel like we do
And you know
typically,
what's
no matter
crazy?
who the closer is, we see them struggle.
And you know what's crazy? Today the Yankees played. If you think about it, they played pretty good up until that ninth inning.
Yeah,
Like,
a great game.
Gleyber Torres had 3 stolen bases.
Yeah, 5 overall for the team.
What's this guy? Volpe hit a home run.
Yeah,
To get
Volpe.
things started. And
I think
stuff
that's
like
his
that.
There's the
16th
Volpe
now.
home run right
And
there.
then, it's like they just fell asleep at the wheel in the ninth inning, man.
Working on it.
Oh no, sorry.
Will you listen to Lonnie, for God's sake? She's talking to you, dude.
I am listening.
He doesn't care.
God, you really don't
Wait,
care.
I don't hear with my eyes, Tony.
don't hear with my eyes, dude. You're a real piece of work, dude. But yeah, I mean, listen. I don't know. I don't really.
I've been telling you this.
I don't really think it's like
It's not.
Yeah.
it's not built correctly,
It's
dude.
not.
Not built correctly, but you know what? At the
Give me the
same time,
Mets.
it's still
Give
good
me the
enough
Mets.
to be better than this, and that's what sucks.
Are you though?
100%, yes.
And by the way,
Disgusting.
I think I was hearing.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, this
Any Yankees fan out there, man, just
Look at all these no decisions from Garrett Cole.
Dude,
pack it
insane.
up. They just wasted another Garrett Cole start too. I mean, come on, man. Oh, my
Jesus,
God.
dude.
And then it was a stat
Six
where
innings at least.
Yeah, where he
And-
starts
and-
oh my God.
1 win.
0 earned runs, 1 earned run, 1 earned run, and 0 runs.
And he lost
Dude,
all of those.
unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, dude. 3 earned runs
They
in 5
what a
starts.
disgrace.
Like
What a disgrace,
going 6
dude.
innings every time and not having 1 win.
They suck,
That's
dude.
brutal, dude.
That's why-
There's no offense.
It's probably one of the
Dude,
worst
but today
losses
was-
in the history
today
of
it was funny,
franchise,
though.
dude.
That's
Of course
what's
it was.
tough.
And then the bullpen ends up blowing it. I mean,
It was
it's not
horrible because
ideal,
like
dude.
they only needed
I know.
60 and 58.
They only
Dude, this
needed 3
could be one of the
outs.
worst losses in franchise history, dude. The Marlins,
Definitely, that
dude,
shit.
to the Marlins,
And then
dude.
Boone, and then Boone was talking about
Marlins
we haven't
suck
had losses
ass.
like this since
They're all right.
2001.
They're all right this year, but dude, historically they suck ass.
They
And they
don't.
beat us in the World Series that time. That's a little beat.
Oh my God.
That is actually
Some
really
What's his
deep,
name?
dude.
Like,
D-Train.
he finally ready to,
Yeah, Dontrell.
Give
And then
this
you
guy a
had
microphone.
Whoa, I think
Juan Pierre.
we were going
What,
multiple
dude?
conversations at a time here. What were you saying?
That's
Lonnie?
on steroids over
like
there.
really.
No.
How you feeling? So you already know how I feel.
Yeah, I
At
mean,
this point, it's just.
it helped that I was golfing and watching the game at the same time, but like, I was excited about golf
What
after
the
a pretty
fuck,
good round,
dude?
so it didn't fully sink in as that, but I was just like solely watching the game. But obviously at this point, there is no expectation. I know deep down that I know they're not going to make the playoffs. I mean, at this point, but it's just so, the thing that is just so infuriating is if you did win today, it would feel completely different. But how many times are you going to keep saying that? So that's why deep down I know it's over. But at the same time, it's my team. Still going to watch every day and still going to hope for the best. I can't help it.
It would have still felt. It would have felt a little bit different, but to be honest with you, it wouldn't have really felt too much. It would have just been a good win. It would have been a good win because we finally would have won a series. Basically, we haven't won one. We only won one in like the last 12 or whatever. So
Right.
that would have been, I guess, a little bit momentum. But heading into Atlanta, or Atlanta coming here, whatever.
No, it's Atlanta. It's
Yeah,
Atlanta,
I mean,
yeah.
It's over, dude. Forget about it.
See what they just put up football numbers on the Mets. So I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
Tony, but it's
dude.
like
It's gonna happen to you
imagine
soon,
that.
too.
Yeah, it could. To be honest with you, it could. It actually can. So
Yeah. I mean, and listen, like I said, I still want
the
them to win.
Yankees can't hit. They can't score. Sorry to cut you off,
Yeah.
but they got Atlanta
Thanks.
got good pitching. So imagine
Fine.
what we about to go through for 3 games out there, whatever. So,
Yeah, no, 100%. And like I said, I still the slimmest hope that there is of them making the playoffs. I still want that to happen, but My main focus, though, at the same time, is I know there's all these like, oh, well, this is
Why
going
do
to
you
happen.
want them to make the playoffs? They have no pitching at this point. Like,
but the thing is,
Right.
I don't care. First of all, Rodon's going to come back, so you still would have for your 3-man playoff rotation.
The savior.
You'd have Cole, Rodon, and Schmidt, which is plenty good. And then you have one of the best bullpens in the league. I know they blew it today. And then also, it's like individually, like some of these guys that we know, Volpe, overall, like I understand he's hitting 211, but he's had a pretty good year. He might end up with 20 home runs, 30 stolen bases, whatever. I think that's pretty good. We know Glaber's had a good year. Obviously, we know what Judge is. And then it's always just a wild card of what are you going to get out of Stanton, Bader, LeMahieu. And if those guys were doing what they're doing, IKF sets some big hits for us. That is enough to be good. The problem is the timing is always off. Like it's never when you need to. It's always just like overall, like he had a pretty good game here, but it's never in a group.
It's over,
everything
dude.
all clicking. That's the problem.
So what you're trying to say is that they're not consistent. Pretty much.
Of course. I mean, when you're 60 and 58, how could you be?
Exactly.
The only thing is you're
They're
consistent is it being inconsistent.
Reminds me of someone.
They're gonna get their asses kicked in Atlanta, bro. They're gonna lose like 8-0, 10-0, 14-0,
I don't know about all
dude.
that, but it's gonna be.
Dude, I
it's
don't
gonna be
mind
bad
it.
out there. It's gonna be bad out there.
No
man.
playoffs, dude.
Yeah, I don't want.
And
them.
also-
at this point, that's why when you said that, I'm like, wow, bro, they don't have no pitching. They're gonna look bad.
Barnes,
They're gonna get in
know
there
that
and
they
look
would just
even
get rocked
worse.
anyway, bro.
Exactly.
They
You know,
yes,
but
they
I'm
would,
always
dude.
gonna. I'm still,
I know.
I'm always gonna take my chance though. You want to be in the conversation. You want to have a chance.
Yeah, I hear you, but
You know,
it's gonna be embarrassing when they get
and
there.
I was talking to Matt. We probably were on the phone for like at least 15 minutes after golf because he had called me during golf, right after they lost. So I called him back after, and I was saying, all I want to see is next season, opening day. Obviously, Volpe in the lineup, but Peraza
On the fate of the honor board.
and Austin Wells joining him in the lineup. That's all I need to see. Everything else will figure itself out.
Speaking of catching, you were talking about Austin Wells. Ben, what was that? Ben Holbrook? He had a home run today. Right?
Yeah,
So,
but I mean, you know
looked
this.
a little
I mean,
decent.
nice.
But see, that's when everything was going good. You know, I was like, oh, look at that. And then him and Cole was in the dugout, you know, working things over, looking like it looked like they was arguing, but you know, it looked like they was really just trying to make sure everything was a go. And the fact that they just wasted another Cole start, man, it's disgusting. I don't understand how they keep letting stuff like this happen.
I don't know. And you know what's just crazy is like Clay Holmes before his appearance, he's been on
He didn't
such a
blow
run
a
since
game
April.
away.
He's been lights out.
Yep,
But at the
pretty
same
much.
time, I don't know if it's just like when I know that his control is
You don't know,
off,
dude.
he's one of the most frustrating pitchers to watch because it's like he can be so good. His sinker has such bite, but when he's walking, like I think also we're just so scarred from Chapman, but it's just so frustrating to watch when it doesn't happen.
The Yankees don't have it at this point, B.
Dude, I was hearing, I think Damer
shit is
was on the
lost.
radio this morning. I always get him and Grassa confused.
Are you kidding
he's
me?
The one of the ones on.
Yeah.
I think it was. I know.
Sorry, you love giving me that reaction though. When you say so.
I don't know.
I mean,
how
the
you
both
get
of them I don't like, really, honestly.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I don't really care for either of them.
Any particular reason?
I'm with Tony.
I just think their personalities, I just don't like them that much.
Wait, but Michael, Jets, Jess, and you're gonna back.
Yeah, he's
It's
great
been,
for that.
hold on.
But I'm saying so. Okay, no, you next, Tony first. But go ahead.
Grassa's been on. He filled in
Yes,
for
I thought that was
yeah.
great.
He's gonna be on
know.
all
Nah,
this
dude,
week.
he is like
bad.
he's too pompous, bro.
What does that?
Like he
I-
thinks like when he
What does
speaks,
pompous mean?
like he's too full of himself.
Okay.
almost. Like when he speaks, I think his word is the gospel. When he talks so like poetically and long pauses and like, I'm like, dude, just say what you got to say. Like just spit it out, okay? And I think he was on this morning and he was talking about the Yankees obviously not being a complete team. And he's talking about how they're terrible offensively, and like, what are you gonna do with Stanton, with Rizzo, with LeMahieu? And he's talking about how
it might have been.
terrible they are.
I didn't think he was.
Was it Grosser or was
I
it?
don't think he.
It doesn't matter. I think it was Grosser. It definitely
He
was
just
Grosser.
weird. I didn't think he did weekends.
I think he's always just filling in for whatever.
Because he has now. Gordon does Saturdays because
Yeah.
he does football on
Okay.
Sundays. So.
And he's literally like he's talking about what we were talking about like this whole week about how like DJ's probably gonna go, whatever, like Rizzo. But then he's like, you know what, like I mean, DJ's good. He can be a utility player. You want to keep him. Like Rizzo, you got no one else to start at first base. You have to start Rizzo at first base. And I'm like, I don't know. He's like talking. I'm like, it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. Like honestly, it's like I feel like DJ cooked, gone. Rizzo, first of all, might not even be healthy enough to play. But do you not have other options for first base?
At this point, if they're not in the race, I guess Rizzo should just play the play.
Well, he's talking about like next season. Is what he's like. What
okay.
to expect? I'm like, if the Yankees come back next season and have Stanton, Rizzo, and LeMahieu all in the starting lineup, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean,
you know, like
I
that's
think,
like I think you shouldn't have that.
I think though you could be okay with LeMahieu as utility and then them in the starting lineup. I know,
but literally his whole argument to start off was that how there's no offense,
right?
And it's like you want LeMahieu in the lineup. Then I don't care if he's a utility player. You have to fix your offense first.
The crazy thing is the only person that can spark anything on the bench, on the pads, is Judge, Volpe, and Torres. That's it. Right. If you really think about it, that's our only runners. So
yeah,
3 out of 9 batters is not really good enough. And we relying on one of those batters to basically technically bring in all those runners. So we technically are down to 2 runners.
Right. It's just, again, it's clear that just like the Mets, I mean, this team has not been formed correctly. It's not like there's no
juice. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
like if you come back next year with the same team,
that's why
it's not
today
going to be a
was
different result. Like,
that's why today honestly was disappointing. I used to be like, I got in the shower like when it was like,
oh yeah,
I was thinking about you guys when I got in the shower.
Finally, you shower.
Oh man, dude, you want to talk, Michael?
The scud must have from nowhere. But anyway, so I got in the shower, right? It's like the 7th inning or whatever. I'm like, yo, we good. This game is pretty much a wrap. I get out, same score. I'm sitting there or whatever. It's 7-3. And then it's the 9th inning, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? And then as soon as Holmes came in, and it was just over. Yo, I almost felt like that. I felt dirty. I was like, what the hell is going on? Dude. Like, how did they let... It made no sense. And then they was talking about, why didn't they just walk Berg because he's been killing them? Okay, cool, but at the end of the day, you loading the bases. And like I said, Clay ain't have it from the jump. You could tell. And the fact that they kept him in there is just like, all right, boom. That's why they had Canely warming up mad fast or whatever. But I always be thinking about that too. Like, if you got somebody warming up that fast, do they come in and do they even come in good? Like,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you just rush them in the bullpen.
If you're elite, then yeah.
Well, Canely ain't elite, buddy. So
there's your answer, buddy.
Oh my God, that was just a horrible look, to be honest.
It was
just depressing.
Get fucking used to it. You swept by the Braves.
Yeah, it was. And
but see, you see,
yeah, dude.
Tony, you see that? You say that, but
what's up?
The fact that the game was already over, bro.
I know. Yeah.
Atlanta, it might be a different story. We might be down 8-5, and it'd be like
by the 3rd inning, honestly.
Yeah, whatever. Stop talking shit because your team just got smoked.
It's okay, dude. You're gonna be on the same side of that.
It was like the
same
Falcons.
side of that, dude.
Yeah, all right. I don't think so. I
You're
don't
gonna
think
be
it's gonna be that bad.
you don't want to wear that jersey in the shower. Wash it off.
Either you wear yours in a washing machine as bad as your team is. Just stop. But anyway.
All right, Brian, take it easy.
Don't let him laugh because it was funny. Don't hate.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was
very
funny,
dude.
It was funny.
So is your team. Both our teams stink. All right, dude.
Yeah, but see,
it's hockey season. It's football season. Let's move on, dude.
Here we go.
So
Patrick can't
dead
lay,
serious.
dude.
Dead serious.
Glover, though, actually, let's look at it. I don't know.
Dead
This might
serious,
be for
dude.
Birdie. All right, I could be mistaken.
This is gonna be. This is not in hard. It's not even. Not easy.
Oh, it's in the hole.
Dude,
And
dude,
Lucas
big putt.
Glover.
Wow, dude.
Okay, no, that was only for par. So
par.
he's tied with
Tied for first,
Cantlay
dude.
in that clubhouse at 64.
And
Glover
Cantlay's
has
done
18
now.
to
Yeah.
play
Another
here.
playoff
Rory
future.
in the clubhouse at 14 under.
Cantlay.
Fleetwood about to play 18 on
Cantlay,
18.
baby.
He's 14 under. And Josh B
Bottom
says, what a
10.
clutch
Oh.
putt.
Game is over.
And
Look
then
at that. The Orioles about to
quickly,
win another
fellas,
game. Great.
if we could, just going to update a couple
100%.
comments here.
1,000%, 1,000,000%.
So Anthony B says, might not be related by blood, but we family. Talking about him and Josh B.
That's what I was.
Josh B
about to
saying
say,
facts.
You didn't say it,
Chief.
though.
And then Josh B says, Brian, Chief is the one that agrees with you that there's still hope.
No.
Like
He
y'all
put up
in
a tweet
Star
actually.
Wars or something with crying emojis. Then Kev Dew says, just to let you know, the Yankees messed up Stanton. And he says, Scud's fired. And then Anthony B, I love Lonnie watching the TV, watching golf like he knows what's going on.
I'm watching baseball, buddy. I'm not watching golf. Cut that out.
We got multiple TVs here. I
Yeah, it's multiple. Yo, it's really hooking up.
Fleetwood
You
on
know
the
I
tee on
am
18 here.
You know, listen. You know I am not watching no golf. Stop.
Don't ever. I'm dead
Yeah. No, Tony, I am dead serious.
Selfish.
I know you're going to give me some sarcastic.
I'm actually
remark
watching
here,
the Orioles,
but
but the
who's just crazy?
win, unfortunately.
Don't group us in together. We are so much better than you guys. I don't care if we split the season series. There's a complete difference of what's going on here. That's all I'm saying. I mean, there is a complete difference.
No, I don't think so.
How though? You guys are what, 12 under?
I mean, the only difference is that within 3 years, the Mets are going to be way better than the Yankees.
But that you're just saying there's like that hasn't happened. There's no proof.
That's
of that.
why I'm saying within 3 years. Well, there is
right.
proof.
But so you're stretching for it. Basically.
I wouldn't say it's a stretch. I think if you ask most people, most experts, they could say that the Mets are tooled up more so for the future than the Yankees are.
I don't know, man. Like you got 2 prospects, but that's it. What else?
And we have 5 guys, I think, in the top 50.
I don't know, man. I just think it's an aggressive take.
I don't think it's really that aggressive. And to group us up this season, I don't think it's really that far off either. I mean, there are 2 teams that it doesn't matter, though.
Does it matter?
It does not matter.
It matters about the game on the field.
Okay, yeah, there's a difference in records. The Mets have played well against the Yankees, I feel like, this season.
It's
Better
a
than
split.
you could say.
So there's nothing to like. So
it's a split.
It's a split.
So we're not too
but
far
you're
off.
12 games back.
It's a split. We're not too far off. They're both teams going to go nowhere, Brian. Fully assembled teams that are going nowhere.
The difference is the Yankees actually still have a chance. The Mets have literally no chance.
That's fine, dude.
So
that is a
I'm
difference.
just saying you don't have a leg to stand on.
I think you're wrong on that one, dude. I'm not
Because
trying
I
to
don't
say.
think we should be brought down to the Mets level. I'm being that serious. I'm not saying we've had a good year, but at the same
What
time,
level are
it's
you
not
on then?
that bad.
Compare yourself to another team in the league.
Well, I feel like
Get
we're
him,
in the
Tony.
middle of the pack, and the
Royals?
Mets are in the bottom
Get him.
5.
Huh?
Get him, Tony.
What do you think about that?
I'm sorry. What'd you
I
say?
think we're in the middle of the pack, and I think
Right.
Mets are bottom 5.
No, I think it's fair to
No,
say.
I don't think so.
I think it's fair to
Middle of the
say.
pack, dude.
Michael,
I'm going to chime in. I'm going to chime in and
go
end
ahead.
it here.
I think it's fair to say with both teams' expectations coming in, you're both equal right now.
Shitty.
But see, the only not to disagree with you, Michael, but we were both expected to win the World Series. We're 2 over, they're 1200. And then Anthony B agrees
And
with
no
me,
one's going to the World
and he
Series.
says, "Someone check his beer. He clearly been drug thinking the Mets are going to be better than the Yankees in 3
Dude,
years."
check his beer.
Really, dude. You can check my beer. It's going to be
Tony, go
done.
drink that beer.
He's having a Guinness. Stay away
And
from
then
the Guinness.
Kev Dew coming in hot says,
And also-
"I agree. Mets will be way ahead of the Stankies. The Yankees will get swept in the wild card playoff, even if they make it." But I'm saying
and
I
I
don't
mean-
think the Mets are making it, Kev. All right?
They're not making it.
If you're
That's-
choosing, honestly, if you're to choose an owner for the next 5 years of your team, if you want,
I think Cohen's been a train wreck as an owner. He hasn't really he talked a big game and he hasn't accomplished anything. They didn't even win a wild card series game. And he says, "Oh,
Would you rather have Hal?
years,"
Rather have
and
Hal?
he's made
You rather
terrible
have Hal?
signings.
Rather
He's
have
made
Hal?
0 good signings.
Do you want Hal or
Yes,
Cohen?
I think
You'd rather have
you
Hal.
look at
That's
since-
ridiculous. That's
since
ridiculous.
Cohen's
Roach,
been
that's
in,
so
He's
ridiculous.
made 0 good
Wow,
signings.
so ridiculous.
And I think
Blankety.
just how
Oh my
going the
goodness.
extra year to keep Aaron Judge for the rest of his career trumps any move that Steve Cohen.
Come on.
That's so ridiculous.
Come on, they've signed nobody. They signed complete garbage, bro.
That's not true.
Who did they bring in that was a great signing? for the Mets?
Easily Lindor. And honestly, I'm kind of sick
Lindor
and
was
fucking
over-
tired. I am sick and tired of people saying Lindor has been a
He's
trash
overpaid. He's
acquisition.
He's overrated.
He's not
Lonnie knows
overpaid,
it.
overrated.
Look at Lonnie. He knows it.
Dude, he's been batting over 300, had 6 fingers since the trade deadline. Like, he's had a phenomenal month. He's one of the greatest offensive shortstops in the league. Yes. Easily.
I'll take Volpe for the league minimum over that.
Wow.
I
That's
don't
because he's
know.
worth the league minimum.
The reason why,
Fucking idiot.
the reason why I say, I don't know about great
Honestly, I'm so sick and tired of people knocking Lindor. It's bullshit. Yeah, I mean, he had a terrible first year with the Mets. I mean, you're talking about a significant change in market, not to mention, like, just all around, you're
But
on a new
isn't a
team.
change in market just an excuse?
No, it's
His
not.
numbers
It's
have
not
been worse.
just an excuse.
His OPS has been worse in every season with the Mets than it ever was with the Guardians.
That great word.
He only had, like, 2 good years with the Guardians anyway.
2 good years?
Come on. And his
Really?
the
They've been
COVID
here
year was trash because it was COVID year.
Trevor Simeon's on the Bengals now. Oh my god.
Every year.
Trevor
of his
On
Simeon.
to that, guys. So
Real quick reminder for people out there in TV land.
5 minutes.
We are doing Two Roads Trivia. If you want to be a part of the Two Roads Trivia and win a surprise, gift from Downtime, call in at 7:30. The phone number's on the ticker at the
3
bottom.
minutes, y'all.
We have. Let me see how many questions we have in both hours. So we have another. We're gonna do it again. Don't worry. So there's 7:30. And then another one in an hour. We have 8 questions, so we'll do 4 here, and then we'll do 4 in the next.
And you know what's a trivia question I feel like nobody would get? How much lower?
Can you not? You're going to say it out loud right now?
No, this isn't a trivia question.
Oh, you're saying hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Okay.
How much lower Lindor's batting average, slugging percentage, and OPS are with the Mets than they were with Cleveland?
You're talking what? You're just in general?
Yeah, the average, the career. So first of all, Cleveland career batting average 285. What do you think is Mets career batting average?
It's 251. I'm looking at it right. It's
Okay.
Brian, are you in the StreamYard?
So 34. Yes. No. I'm not sure. And then so that's 34 points. The slugging is down 46 points, and the OPS is down 59 points. So you tell me, is he better or is it better?
That was never a question. I'm just saying he's still a good acquisition. He's a phenomenal
You
shortstop.
don't think he's at all overpaid for the way he's produced? Honestly.
The question was if he was a good acquisition, and he's a good acquisition.
That's what. No.
Like, I don't give a shit. The question was who's a good acquisition?
Away from the great,
he's a good
though.
acquisition.
That takes away from the great.
Takes away from the great. You did say great, Tony.
That takes
It's
away
not great.
from the great.
I don't think so. I would categorize him as great.
240. He's not great.
I'm not even down here for sure for everyone. I feel like hindsight on the team right now, he is
and
great.
You also, you know what else too? Why he isn't? He smudged his greatness, if you want to say he was, with that whole bias thumb down thing. Like, bro, you doing? You supposed to be the leader of the team or whatever, supposedly one of the leaders of the team, and then your man's come over and come into town and you start acting stupid. Stuff like that to me, that don't make you great.
Well,
like
I think it's
like Rodon, he could have a great season. He could have a great or good career for the rest of the time being. But I'm gonna always remember this. Who the fuck are you? You just got here.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure,
it's not nothing serious, but it's just like, yo, who are you, bro? Like, you stink right now. And then now you injured again. Thanks, Cashman.
Right.
So it's just like,
yeah, but again, like, I mean, I know you're talking Rodon right now, but like, obviously, when going with Baez was a terrible move. That was a bad egg. He seems like a shit person. I mean, he's not. Look at him for Detroit. That really sucks, dude. Yeah. He's someone who cannot be competitive.
He
Has a
went there for
terrible
the money,
attitude.
though.
Exactly. He was fat and happy. He didn't give a shit about the level of how he played. Honestly, dude. Lindor clearly does.
He's still looking for.
And you talk about someone who
fact.
does have a positive attitude, who seems to affect the clubhouse positively for the most part. Again, hiccups along the way are going to happen within any team, any player.
I want to really know what happened with that whole. Who was that? Him and Jeff McNeil. Yeah. I want to know what really happened.
I mean, again, you're talking, big personalities for sure. And Jeff McNeil is the type of person who definitely wears his heart on his sleeve. I mean, you see how upset McNeil gets.
Yeah, he'd be
like
fired.
he's someone who gets fired up, dude.
Yeah, he'd be fired.
So I could see themselves get into a tussle. I mean, it was obviously super tough to go through, and the whole cover-up thing sucked.
That's the part that was stupid.
It's not a great look. But you still can't tell me Lindor isn't a good player. And again, hasn't been injured.
He wasn't a good player, but you say great. Like that's
he's not great, Tony. Come on.
I don't know. I think you guys, no. You asked me
who's
been a good. That's fine. But you asked me who's been a great acquisition.
Okay.
He has been.
All right.
He has been a great acquisition.
Let's put it this way. We're gonna take.
That's what it is, though. That's what you asked me.
We're gonna take your great Lindor and our great Judge. And if you really talking great, who is great?
I mean, you really think Judge is just great?
No, but you get what I'm trying to say. Judge is phenomenal.
You're comparing apples to oranges, I think, at this point. Yeah. You're talking one of the best players in the league.
Exactly. So do you think Lindor is one of the best players in the league?
No.
So how is he great?
Statistically, he's one of the greatest shortstops in the league, but greatest players. No. See, no. You're talking.
Somebody calling.
Someone called. Wow, 7:30 on the dot, dude. Oh my gosh.
That was quick service. Thank you.
What do we got?
Give us
Dean,
1
keep it
second.
real behind the bar
If you're on the line for the trivia. Barnes, you want to?
Yeah, I just wanted to say this Two Roads Trivia. So they are our sponsor for this trivia question. 7:30. We got one at 8:30. Michael's gonna read the question, and we have a caller calling for trivia.
So who do we got calling in? Hello.
Oh, you're on the line.
Oh, you're still here. Sorry. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. So we hear you.
That's Anthony, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Chief.
Yeah, it is.
What up, man?
Not much. What's up?
What's going on? Are you ready for some trivia?
Yeah, I am. But before I do, let's stop with this crazy talk, talking about that Lindor's in the same stratosphere as Judge.
No. Check his beer. Check his beer.
I never fucking said that.
I was asking a question, Chief. Chill.
Yeah, but Lindor sucks. Let's be real.
No, Judge is a pussy, dude.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, dude.
Oh yeah, bro.
If I ever see his ugly face in the street,
You doing what?
I'll try and fight him.
Yeah, kick your fucking ass. You see how tall he is?
I don't give a
Kick him in the
dude.
kneecap.
Kick him in the knee. Right? Take him out the legs.
Stomp
Then
all
we got
over you.
Alonzo meditating.
He's soft, dude.
His knees are
he got
so
taken
weak.
out by a curb.
I have nothing to say to that.
All right, we're gonna.
All right, let's go trivia, Michael. Michael.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready, Chief?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Here we go. For the first question, who? All right. This one's kind of easy. This is easy. Who is the current home run leader?
That's the question you gave him.
Oh, current home run.
In the majors right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
There's Otani.
well, actually, technically, isn't there a tie?
It is.
No, dude.
No, I think what's his name?
Otani's outright leader.
Who? Yeah, someone's in the lead, right, Jay?
No,
You know the answer to your own question?
It says Shohei on it. It's not though.
I don't think it's Shohei. It's not Shohei. Somebody just like jacked 2 home runs last. Like
Yeah,
the
I
other
know.
night and took
Hold
the
on,
lead.
stand by,
You know what?
stand
We'll
by.
go to another question because there seems to be some.
Is
No,
this
yeah, you are wrong. That is wrong.
Matt Olson.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, Matt Olson.
Well, fuck just said the
I guess
answer.
we are going to a different
It was
question.
Matt.
All right, now we have to do a brand new question because Matthew just said the answer.
All right, next question.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Who
68.
is the?
Wait, we still have Anthony B on the
Time
line?
for
though?
third. Anthony be on the
Yeah,
line.
I'm here.
So
Okay.
how many? Okay.
Is he just going to get as many cracks at it as we can?
Who has the most? No, this is the last question. We
I
get
feel
to
like
the
this next call.
answer. Shut your mouth.
I don't know. I feel like this is not going well.
Who has the
This
most?
is the one I did the interview with.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
Who has the most
I'm sorry, what
NBA
was it?
championships? Tony, shut your.
Say it one more time.
Who has the most NBA championships?
The Celtics.
No, I mean player. I should say player. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
What? Yo, what are you doing over there?
I'm reading the questions I was given by management before.
So, what player
These
holds
are
the
some-
most NBA championships?
There you go.
What player holds the most NBA championships?
Yeah, which, by the
Bill
way,
Russell.
actually is that's
Yeah,
correct.
ding, ding, ding,
and that
ding.
is exactly how it's written in the doc too. What player? So
Was it?
don't blame Matt. It says right here, what player?
There you go,
Thank
Chief.
you very much, Anthony.
Shout outs to the company.
You bring great fortune to
Shout
the
out
name.
to the
Can you DM your PO box and full info to
P.O. box.
TV Downtime on Twitter, please?
Chief, you heard that? Hello.
You lost
I
him.
think. Oh, Chief, are you there?
Dude, he was
Just DM us on Twitter if you
He
got
was so
that.
overcome with joy. He hung up the
Yeah,
phone.
right. Oh no,
No,
you
no,
there?
no,
Wait, you there? So you
No,
heard?
I'm here. It keeps going in and out for some reason.
All right, our apologies, but if you could DM Downtime TV on Twitter, your address and info, we're gonna send you your prize, buddy.
What do you win?
Absolutely. That's
Two
awesome.
roads.
Don't worry. He's not. Yeah, don't worry. If he was here, he
Yeah,
wouldn't be
shout
here.
out to the company.
Yeah, there we
Shout out to
go.
me, baby. Yo, great job, man. Great job.
Great job. Great
Way to
job.
push through.
All right, so one of these days, I'm gonna get up there to come do this with you guys.
Oh hell yeah,
Anytime, man. Let us know. We'd love to have you.
dude! If you can get here by 8:30, you can get the second trivia segment for people in the bar.
Yeah, I'm all the way. I'm just 4 hours away. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, all right, I appreciate it, man. Good job.
All right, have a good night, gentlemen.
You too.
All right, thanks,
Thanks for
man.
listening.
That was
All right.
great. That was great.
That was awesome, dude. Great. Yo, first trivia segment, by the way. Of the show. Great job,
trivia
guys.
segment brought to you by Two Roads.
Yes, thank you. Two Roads.
Shout out to
Just Two Roads.
Jay, do you want to do trivia?
Years, really?
Yeah.
We went there a couple of weeks. Actually, maybe around my birthday time, maybe? Late July, Two Roads. Phenomenal time.
I
dude. Love that
do
spot.
want to ask Jay a trivia question. Bring you Jay here, because I know he'll know this.
He's got a microphone over there.
Or either way, I like him. All right, I like being next to you. Ready? Who is the Jets' single season touchdown leader? Franchise history. One season.
Curtis Martin.
No, okay. Throwing, passing
Passing
Come on,
touchdown.
man.
Yes.
Word these questions a little better.
Is it Vinny Testaverde?
No.
Damn.
We'll give you one more shot. You're not going to get it. I know. I'm just telling you. You're not going to get it. He wasn't the quarterback that long.
Oh,
But
really?
it was recent.
Really? Was it Joe Flacco?
No. One more. Come on, Jay. One more. Just think.
Chad Pennington.
No, the answer.
I have no idea.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I knew it.
Oh,
That season he
that's
had.
tough.
yeah. Josh B had it too in the comments.
Dude,
by the
that's
way.
like, I mean,
season
he's
he
ever
had.
a cup of coffee is like this.
No, but that year though.
It's kind of a loser,
He
honestly.
had a crazy
How,
season.
I mean,
He's not.
that was probably the even tougher than the AFC Championship games, losing in Buffalo against Rex Ryan of all coaches.
Yes, the last game of the season. I was
Yeah.
watching on the couch. I remember
Tough.
vividly.
Tough.
Vividly.
So yeah, that was a great like we asked 3 trivia questions. That was Anthony B, the company chief.
Yeah. The company's chef.
That too.
Come
Well,
on.
one of them anyway.
It's okay. Common mix
Plan
up. It's
rules,
fine.
plan,
Yeah, it's
plan
fine.
words. That's what I meant. But just wanted to update everybody on the comments here. So Josh B says, Brian and Chief, help me Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Lindora bust right now. And then Cav coming back hot. Lindora is still better than half the Yankee squad. Denny V,
As he
great is
should be.
overused. And then Josh B says,
Overused.
Chief,
Interesting.
let's not talk about teams. Do not get me started. Tony is a rugby player. Don't mess with them. He's wrong. Danny V saying what's going on over there. And then Josh B had the Fitzpatrick answer
QB, question
before
mark,
Jay was unable to bring it home.
Great job.
That's tough, dude. I mean, you can't blame Jay for that. It's a tough question, honestly.
It is a tough
Like you said,
question.
you really wouldn't think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Fitzpatrick
Exactly.
of all the quarterbacks.
Nah, that 1 year was.
We're still talking baseball though.
We are still talking baseball.
Yeah, but great
And
trivia
how-
segment, guys.
And how the
Love
Yankees
it.
have a brighter future than the Mets.
If that's your opinion, that's fine, dude. Time will tell, dude. The proof will be in the pudding, and we'll see,
I
dude.
don't know about that either, man.
You don't think time
You
will
know,
tell?
you know what
Time
the
will
only thing I
tell.
would say, the only thing I would say, Lonnie, there's a difference between saying we have a great team and that we're not gonna be better than the Mets in a couple of years. There's a complete difference. Just letting you know.
At this point.
Both teams suck.
We're all beat down.
It's so hard to talk about because it's like I said, if we would have won today, it would have been a little different. But man, that really sucked. That took a lot out of me because I was like, yo, we got. You know what? Like back in the day, as a Yankee fan, you used to be able to you be up 4 runs, whatever. You know what I mean? You used to be able to.
Well, because we have
you could
Mariano
say-
Rivera.
Not even.
Well,
I mean, come on,
that.
obviously,
He was a closer for 18 years, 20 years.
obviously, I'm talking about then, but I'm talking about even not even.
Well, not Chapman.
So, but even the beginning of the season, you guys had
even kind of with Chapman, you was like, we good.
But
Once he started to slip, obviously it was gone.
Yeah.
But before that, you was like, we good. I mean, I could kick back a little bit, I could relax. That's why I was like, all right, cool. I could go take a shower. Plus, I had to come, get ready to come here.
You love taking those showers.
So I'm
huh?
just like, yo. Then I'm like, how did all of that happen? And the fact that it happened in 1 inning, that's what really sucks too.
It's tough.
It's just like, damn, son.
right. It's like how much more pain are we gonna endure this year?
Indoor?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Come on, is it not?
That's
come on.
why I
mean,
said-
obviously, because it's like
That's why I said, yo, it's just like, man, listen, that's why you can't, like you be. If everybody was just like you, everybody would be depressed and just in a hole at this point because they stink. That's why you got to look, you see it ahead of time. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like if you think about it,
I don't think anyone saw this.
Oh,
coming.
by the way, we
Come
actually we have to take a quick time out here. Lucas Glover,
Talking about
okay,
golf.
over here on 18.
Wow.
He's putting for birdie and the
And
win.
the win here.
And I
Holy
believe,
shit,
Tony,
dude.
I could be wrong, but I think he would be the first player this season to win back-to-back tournaments. I don't think anybody's done that this year. back to back? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. If I'm trying to remember. McElroy didn't do it.
No. So Lucas Glover.
Has John Rahm done it?
I don't think it was back to back.
No,
You know what I mean?
my man's cheeks is sweating. You can see.
Yo, he's got that ass sweat, that swamp.
I know Josh B right now
He got that booty
shaking his
going right
boots here. He doesn't know. Will Lucas Glover make this birdie putt here?
Oh yeah, dude.
To win the FedEx St. Jude Championship.
Man.
This is a long putt. What do we got here?
I
don't give us a foot.
10 cents he makes it, dude.
Watch. I'm telling you, the anchor style putting. This is going in. You could feel it.
No.
Putt coming towards the hole. It's short. Almost a perfect line. And Josh B actually had said before the putt, I don't think he will. So he knew something here. Looks like we're headed to a playoff between Patrick Cantlay and Lucas Glover. Last time we had a playoff in a PGA Tour event,
U.S. Open?
It was the Canadian Open.
We were here.
And Nick Taylor made a 60-foot putt to win the Canadian Open.
He could flub this, though.
He could flub it, but he's not.
Look at those hamstrings all sweaty, Jay.
He did not.
And we are headed to a playoff.
Change your pants, man. My goodness.
My goodness is right, dude. Where are we right now?
So, did you remember the prize money this week?
How hot
Winner,
is it out there?
was it over 3?
3.4?
3.4 does sound familiar. I think that is right.
Let's see. All right, the purse is $20 million. You know, God forbid they give you
Anytime you want to look up something real quick.
It's just not there, dude. This is not there.
Hey, so we still talking golf or?
No,
we can talk whatever you want, Lonnie.
So, like I was about to say before we jump to this stuff, you were saying most people wouldn't have seen this coming, right? About the Yankees. If you really think about it, Tony, if you pay attention to last
3.6, by the way.
If you pay attention to last year, you would see it coming.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
I just
if
feel like
Judge didn't have that year that he had, the Yankees would have stunk. Or if he was injured at any point or whatever last year, the Yankees would have stunk.
Right.
Just like this year. He got injured. They stunk.
Yeah.
He's back.
But still, I
they
feel
stink.
like you look at it statistically. I mean, the Yankees are worse in almost every category than they were last year.
That's what
It's
I'm
not
saying. If you looked at last year, they wasn't doing nothing then.
But they're doing better than they were this year.
But that's why
dude. I don't
everybody
think
obviously statistically.
I don't think people were expecting them to be in this position at this point in the season. I feel
that's why everybody was telling, or everybody was saying, nobody should be pitching the Judge no more. Make everybody else do all it.
Right.
And they still pitching him or whatever now, but nobody else get hit. You could tell last year it was kind of like, they looking too good if we don't, And look what happened. We barely beat Cleveland, like I said. The fact that we barely beat them. Then we get to Houston and get smoked. Just absolutely just beat up. Couldn't hit the ball. It's like it was just swinging at anything that came. So it's like I said, like you can see it coming if you really paying attention. Like that's why I said, like to me, it's just another 162, man. Until something really happens. It's just gonna be the same thing. And look at our roster now. We got these dudes that's locked up for 4 to 5 years or whatever. And like you said, is he gonna buy them out or just whatever? I don't think that's gonna happen, man. Sorry, B.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is, whether they buy them out or they don't, I do think next year, at the minimum, 3 rookies are gonna make impact next year. They are, though. Those guys are ready. Austin
You
Wells,
can only hope.
Everson Pereira, Oswald Peraza started an ALCS game last year. He's going to be in the opening day lineup.
But you know what I'm starting to worry about now too is what we gonna do about pitching, because Rodon might be I don't know. And then we
What is he, hamstring?
Yeah, I think.
But he's probably always going to be injured at some point during the season. So,
I don't know. I think we're going to be pretty good at pitching.
Who's the rest of your rotation?
Because, well, first of all, Cole.
Right,
Second of all,
obviously.
Clark Schmidt has had a really good season, a lot better than everybody expected.
What's the deal with Nestor too? He's back in
Nestor,
He's
rotator
He's
cuff.
out.
He'll be back next year.
Rotator cuff.
And I think the thing
Not
with
good, man.
Nestor is the reason why this year's been tough. He
His
far
first time.
exceeded
Yeah.
his career innings, like
Right,
maximum
yeah.
he's pitched.
Yeah,
So it's kind of tough. But I think full off season,
And that's why they
recovery.
tryna-
Nestor's shown he could be one of the better pitchers in the game. Making the All-Star team last season. So feel fine about him. And then Clayton Beater and Drew Thorpe are candidates to make this rotation next year.
Right.
Thorpe just got promoted to Somerset, had 9 strikeouts over 8 shutout innings in his debut. throws very hard. Clayton Beater's been great. I know he got hammered a couple starts ago, but he's been really good since coming over for the Dodgers for Joey Gallo last year. So there's pitchers there. There's young prospects. It's all about them getting the opportunity. I love what they did with Volpe this year, and I think next year, like how this year, the whole thing was Anthony Volpe, no matter how he performs, he's going to be in there every day, and I think they're going to do it with Peraza.
Yeah.
And not all Yankee fans may agree with this, but I know deep down, and I am in favor of it, as, wow, we have a T-ball off the tee into the water there. Looks like that was – oh, no, that was actually –
Oh, we're still playing.
But anyway.
Trey Wingo over here?
I think next year Oswald Peraza will have the same reign that Anthony Volpe had, where every day he's playing because Gleyber Torres is getting traded. I know Gleyber Torres is getting traded in his last year of arbitration. 100%, because they want to get a return. This is the best his value's been in 3 years after he hit 38 home runs when you could have traded him for anybody.
Yeah.
Now you have to trade him. You're not committing over $100 million to him the following offseason.
He's a shitty base runner anyway.
You know it. You know it deep down
Why,
line.
you want to
That's
keep him?
the move.
You don't keep
The
him.
move is
Get rid of him
trading
now.
Gleyber Torres. Josh B knows it.
Josh B. Anthony B. knows it. Michael T. knows it.
It's not that I don't know it. It's just, is it going to happen?
They want to cut payroll, and Torres is going to make, what, $50 million next year at least in arbitration. He's having a pretty good year.
Yeah.
He's having one of the best second base seasons if you look at it.
If there's one thing Hal's going to do, is not spend money. You know,
fight him to give him that money too.
Right.
I mean, listen, like I said, this season is pretty much a wash. So
right. Well, that's what we're talking about next season.
At this point, you just gotta. Oh, what'd you say?
How many times are you going to say that, dude?
What?
That this season's a wash.
It is. But it's hard to really sit here and think about it. Like, it's probably the first time I could ever say that. Season's a wash.
Yeah.
Man.
I know, it's pretty crazy.
It's not good. Not good at all. Like, I don't really know how to really describe what it is, because it's like, as a Yankee fan, like, this is my first time ever really sitting here really saying, like, damn, yeah, it's over, like, early.
Right.
Like, I was saying this probably mid-season.
I feel like the first time you came to the studio, you were saying
I was saying it even before then, but I was just like, I don't know, this season don't look too good. Like, last year was ugly too, but this year is just even worse. Because, like I said, if Judge was not having that season, that's why, when you listen to whatever, people was like, oh, they shouldn't have signed Judge. I'm like, yo, are you crazy? This team would stink. And we noticed that firsthand this year. You know what I mean? He went out, he was injured. And it ain't, you know what I mean? What was the record? Usually they do okay when he's not in.
Dude, they were like 41-12 or
But that's
something
only-
when he was injured.
But that's only stints. Do you know what it is?
Something like that.
It's all stints. Like, when he gets injured, it's like, okay, he'll be out for 2-3 weeks here. They only gotta do good for those 2-3 weeks. Then he'll come back.
Yeah.
He'll probably get injured again for like 2-3 weeks again. So it's those records is all patched together. The fact that he was out for 2 months in a row, like, they couldn't handle that.
And they really didn't. I mean, again, you look at like last season. I feel like you guys had one of the worst summers in all of baseball, but you guys had such a hot start to the season that you were able to ride it out.
It was beautiful that start,
Yeah.
but
you just didn't have it.
the back end of the season really told what the team was. And you can't be doing that going into the playoffs.
Yeah, no momentum.
And
But
that's
even this season, you guys had one of the lowest bullpen ERA. I feel right.
Bullpen has been good, but
And then, like, what
It's
happened
not
now? Is it just overused, you think, at this point?
It is, but at the same time, I mean, Clay hasn't imploded in months. It's just bad timing. Like I said, the timing is terrible for everything.
But I feel like what like once was like either Abreu or Marinaccio even coming in feeling so confident. Now, like, I think you're just not that confident. You don't even have Marinaccio.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole season, it's been Clay Holmes, it's been Michael King, it's been Wandy Peralta. They've been the three horsemen.
The pitching has been good. You know why? Because I don't know the exact stat or whatever, but I heard where it's like basically like the Yankees are like their win-loss like run thing is like 1
run differential.
So it's like, imagine if the pitching was bad and they can't score. Yo, the Yankees would be looking even worse. Like, it's stuff like that where you're saying like, yo, I don't understand how that's even possible. But you know why? They're not hitting the ball. They're not getting, and then they get these bases like the game with Cease. He walked 3 players. They didn't do a damn thing.
No.
He comes right out, does the same thing. He didn't walk him, but they get the bases loaded again, and they
Yeah.
don't do nothing. I was texting him like, yo, what the
Right.
that don't make no it's stuff like that was like, yo, see? How you expect to win games if you can't even with no outs, you can't score. That's horrible.
100%. It
Against
is
not
really
great
tough.
pitchers
And
either.
the
Like,
fact
it's not
that he was
even-
able to work himself out of that, I'm just like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? Like, that don't make any sense, man. And then it's funny, like I forgot, like today they scored all them runs. Yesterday they couldn't hit, and then in the first game, you heard what Boone said in the first game. Oh yeah, you see us in there. You see us I've been talking about. Blah, 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 blah. The second game, what happened? Where's it at? I thought it was in there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously no excuse to get dominated by Alcantara, but I think compared to the other times, at least it was like, all right, I mean, this guy, I know he's not having a great year this year, but he's like the reigning Cy Young Award winner. It like was at least a little more like you see it.
I'm not
you know what I
saying
mean?
that, but like they look bad in that second game.
Right, 100%.
So that's why that's why I was like, I thought today was, they looked good. Gleyber Torres had 3 stolen bases. Volpe hit the home run.
Right.
Everything looked like. But you see what I'm trying to say? Like, I already knew that. But the fact that, fans like him,
right,
and then like I'm pretty sure a lot of other fans too, today really sucked the life out of them. That shit really hurt.
Right.
Like,
I mean, again,
that was a
collapse. Look at what Brian's been talking about all week. It's like it's obviously still statistically possible to get in the playoffs, but it's just like you take it one game at a time, trying to win a series here. At a game like this, like you said, it just
needed that
absolutely kills you when you have the lead is literally within your grasp, and then a couple pitchers end up blowing it. I mean, yeah, that's the type of
technically one pitcher blew it, but
sure, but I mean that's the type of loss that any type of heart or hope you have left, it just takes that kind of away. And again, now you're going up against the best team in baseball,
who do nothing but
hit home runs and just play great baseball.
There's believe it or not, though, there's still a couple angles here. I think the first, obviously, the Braves.
Blue Jays got to keep.
I mean,
losing.
we've talked about it. I mean, they've had. I mean, what a ridiculous year they've had.
Really unbelievable. I don't know what pitchers they have lined up for you guys.
Like what you were just saying, they are still alive technically. Number one, so it is.
Do you know what the cutoff is at this point? If they get swept by the Braves, are we over or what?
No, I mean we're talking.
It
There's going to
depends
be
on who
no
keeps
cutoff
losing.
until easily September.
Okay.
Just more than likely.
Right.
Okay. So that's number one. Number two, I mean, the Braves couldn't have looked any better this weekend. So I don't know. They might not have the best series. They still could sweep us, sure, even if they don't have the best series.
It's tough though. I mean,
this
at the
guy
same
is
time,
a hope that he holds on to.
Who knows?
You heard what he just said, Tony?
What'll happen?
They have their best series, so maybe they won't have
Can I
it.
ask you one thing?
Oh my God!
But why is it not okay for me to acknowledge that? Listen, they've been embarrassing this year. They've been nothing close to what they should be. But at the same time, if there is a chance, why wouldn't I want to see it out?
The only way I would feel any juice beat is if they somehow manage to sweep Atlanta or win the series. I'll take winning the series. But if they sweep them, I'll be absolutely in
the Braves
shock. Okay, I'll probably fall out my damn chair.
No, so would I.
Because I don't see that happen. Honestly, I'll be happy if they win one damn game.
And how about this? I've never heard of this guy. I don't know where he's from, but Bruno St. Jerome says the Braves look great against a Double-A Mets club.
I mean, it kind of is true though. There was a Double-A Mets club.
So that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, but the Yankees ain't much better, man. They stink too.
But you know what the thing is, Lonnie? The theme of the reason why there's been a struggle this year, just as well as I do, it's been offense. I understand Alcantara game didn't look good, but you can't tell me that offensively, Friday and Sunday were probably two of the best offensive games we've had all season.
Yeah.
2 out of your last 3 games.
And we lost one of them.
Right, but I'm saying it's not. I'm not worried about the pitching moving forward. I understand we have a lot of injuries, but our bullpen is so good, we're able to get past that.
Not if we got to rely on Severino, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's something
you
where
can chalk that out as a loss.
And by the way, Bruno St. Jerome, thank you for tuning in. No, he didn't say anything else. But I'm saying I just appreciate him commenting. Right? Welcome to the family. No,
yeah, I'm sure you love his comments.
Tony loves the stone face. Like he thinks he's actually scaring me with those bug eyes. Come on,
You're a little worried, dude. It's like you're tearing up, dude. I can see it.
But yeah, obviously Severino. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. And he says, "Love you guys, Michael, Tony, Matthew,
Bruno St. Jerome. I got no
Bruno
idea.
St. Jerome. Do we know? Michael?
What did he say? He said,
Michael?
love you guys? What was his latest
Bruno
comment?
St. Jerome. Where are you from? Where are you listening from?
Is it prefer?
I mean,
No.
I
don't
just said
know.
that. I said prefer. As soon as you said the name, I
Josh
said, oh,
B
no,
says,
prefer.
Brian, I get, but now, and what is he going to say? But not. Actually, no, he says, but not. I don't know why. Every time someone sends a message, like, Tony, does this ever happen when you're looking at the comments and like the heart goes over the last comment?
Yeah.
Then you
gotta
can't
Oh,
see
actually,
the
no, I've never seen that before.
I don't know what. I don't know
That
if
is kind of
they're-
annoying.
It'd be on my
So
phone.
Josh
too.
B was actually kind of like messing around with me there, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a normal thing. Like you could know that your team, your back is up against the wall,
Right.
but you still want to see it out. You still want to see what happens. I mean,
Yes.
you're still watching games knowing you know the writing on the wall. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that, but I feel like, why is it crazy?
No, but
Like,
it's one thing. I think, like, obviously, like, I watch the games, but I'm not like, not that I'm expecting nothing, but I know
Exactly.
it's to no end, right? I mean,
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
They're
Us,
saying,
we're expecting
like, I'm not,
wins.
Lonnie's still watching the games, I'm sure, after he showers and whatnot. But
Why did I bring that?
but no, it's okay, dude. Everybody showers.
It's about time,
I
you
know.
know.
Yeah, really.
Mike,
But it's just about like Lonnie says, like he knows the season's kind of over. It seems like everyone, within the company at least, it seems, think that the season's over
yeah,
and are
Anthony-
perfect.
Oh no, we got.
Anthony
Stop
from the
it.
mail.
I'm pretty
right?
sure we got a couple people that's still
No,
optimistic.
that's fine. Well, it seems like most of the people who tune in to the sports board here do seem to have the thought that it's kind of over in terms of the season.
Yeah. Tony, I mean,
So Brian,
B is the
you're
only
sitting
one.
here. Yeah, you got that positivity, which is great. We talked about that those type of fans.
he has to stay that
Um,
way though. This is that.
No, yeah, it's totally fine. But again, like if you're looking
The legend.
at it and talk about writing on the wall, for me to be an outsider looking in, especially you mentioned today's loss, it really doesn't seem like a lot of things point to them successfully making a playoff run.
No, not at
Right.
all.
So what are your hopes? You think honestly, like World Series win?
Yeah.
That shit
That's
hurts.
what you think can happen.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's a high percentage, Tony.
What's the percentage you got?
5?
What is the most likelihood of how far they get? You think like
I
talking
mean,
ALCS?
most likely, if they're gonna make the playoffs, I think they would at least get to the division series.
So wild card, win the wild
Yeah.
card, divisional series.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay.
And I just, like I've said, they haven't shown it, sure, but I still just think, at the end of the day, we talk about all the other influences
Guys,
here,
so
but at the same
flip-floppy.
time, I'm just saying, at the end of
Are
the
we in the
day,
playoff, by the way?
no matter what, we are on
Yeah,
a playoff.
first hole right
One-
now.
It's on the
Looks like-
players, Lonnie, and you know
one-
that.
Looks
You
like
can talk-
Patrick
one
can't
minute
lay. I
Is it
want to
not
say
on the players?
He is on the
Just
players.
teed
But I'm
off.
talking about you though. One
Can't
minute is-
lay. Still in the
Yeah,
sweaty
you know what I
pants,
mean?
baby.
I feel you. I know. I understand.
I feel you, dog.
And then as soon as they win one
Feel me,
game,
dude?
every time, B, you one of those that they pull you back.
But
in
isn't
every
that what all of
time.
us fans go through?
No, not me, bro.
But you
I
just
be
said if they
chilling.
won today, you feel different. You just said
I would
that.
have felt different as far as like, okay, yeah, they won a series. I wouldn't have felt like, oh yeah, they about to go on this magical carpet ride. Like, I would've just been like,
ride.
it's a regular game. They won the game.
But I think what makes baseball so great is it's such a long season that so much can change between now and the rest of the season.
And the reason why I said the win today would have been great is because they would have won in good fashion. They
Right.
would have put them away. They would have won. They would have won a cold start where he did good. He went
6 innings,
six
2 earned, 6
innings.
strikeouts.
He had less than 100 pitches,
Right.
so they took him out early. Yeah, I mean stuff like that. He did great. That's why I said, okay, that would have been a good win. The fact that they lost that game is just like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's tough.
100%.
And one, you lost the game. Not even. I don't even know. Would you rather lose it in 1 inning, or would you rather lose it like over the course of
I
2
think
innings?
to me, it doesn't.
It don't
it
matter,
all
but it's just
sucks.
like,
it all
oh
sucks.
my
It all sucks.
God.
And we all know that. We all know that.
So that's what I said. For fans like you and other fans out there that swear that they got whatever is in them, I hope today, like that, made y'all realize, like, man, listen, they couldn't even handle 1 inning. 1 inning, 3 outs.
I guess the reason why I just feel somewhat differently is because I know how good their bullpen is. So it's like that's the only reason that they lost is because Clay Holmes sucked, and you know that.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Anything else?
You
so
keep
it's like
bringing up the
moving
bullpen.
forward,
Don't we got to
I know
rely
he's
on
gonna be
Clay
good.
Holmes to finish games, though?
Right,
Aren't we
I'm
going to
saying
have to rely on him to finish
He
games?
hadn't done this for months, though. He's not going to do it again.
Nah. You say that because I swear, I think didn't he do something like this last year? Where he was like good. There you go.
But he has an ERA.
That's a drive. Yo, it's a sound
But
bite.
he has
It's
an
a
ERA
bite.
for over 3 months, under 2, and then he has one bad outing, and that means he's going to suck the rest of the season.
I think he did something like this last
But
year
I'm-
or
but
prior
right,
to where
but-
he was doing great and then he just fell off a boat towards the back end of the season
Now-
when we needed him, right?
But you're telling me that I need to feel guilty by wanting to see him implode like this 2 times in a row to actually have a question in my mind that he's going to implode? Right? I mean,
Yeah, you got a point there, but like I said, it's just, oh my goodness, bro, 3 outs. That's all we needed from
no,
him.
you telling me that deep down, it's not killing me. It's not killing
all we
me.
needed from him was 3
And
outs.
I'm telling you, like it's even just still.
Are we in the water right now?
Because
What are we doing?
someone actually, I think, didn't go in the water, but is to the right of that red line. So
Alligator,
I want to say that's a stroke, and I want to say that's Lucas Glover, looking like he's about to take a drop. I believe.
A drop?
I think. Lonnie loves drops.
Yeah, dude.
Gave y'all one. Nah.
No. Wow, what a beautiful course here.
Yeah,
It really
and
is.
TPC Southwind.
So
Tony.
amazing, dude.
Tony, you haven't been to the driving range since. It's been a couple weeks now. Again?
Jay and I went last weekend. Was it 2 weekends ago? Maybe last weekend.
Last weekend.
Shelton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I
That
honestly, I
video.
guess I just gotta fucking do it, dude.
Well, I'm just telling you, Tony. I don't care what anybody else has to say.
Right.
I will golf with you this week. You give me a time.
Okay.
Like, I'll make it happen.
All right, let's do it. Oh, we'll get the schedule right now. Actually.
I would, and actually, I don't know if these days work for you, but I could go during the week this week.
Thursday.
Yeah, we can golf Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, Thursday we got nothing. We got just sports for Thursday.
All right.
Everything
Done.
else is pretty.
Don't want to hear it. No
Don't wanna
excuses.
hear
I already have a tee time actually.
Thursday. You're in tea time already on Thursday.
3:30.
No excuses.
Really?
Play like
Yeah.
a champion.
Let's go.
FDP.
All right, you're in.
Hurricane.
All right, dude.
I don't oh.
The company.
Yeah, no. Oh, dude.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm pumped.
Let's go.
And I think might definitely have one more spot, if not 2, by the way. So
Well, we can definitely talk to Jay. 3:30 might be a tough get for Jay, though.
all right. But if not, I mean,
Michael.
What,
Thursday golf?
I think we can make it work.
3:30 Thursday. We have just sports board on the calendar on Thursday. You're not gonna get an answer out of him, I don't think, right now.
Just for me, Michael. No?
If it's a nice day, we'll go.
I mean, Michael,
It's supposed to be a clear day, by the way.
do you want to be an athlete?
Can't lay on the green. And Josh B also says, yes, he is. Yeah, he is. Went right in the water. So I believe Cantlay is 1 stroke ahead in this scenario. So it looks like he will win the FedEx St. Jude Championship. You see
Yo,
the
my
look
man's
on Glover's,
tight.
Glover's
Tight.
face.
Good
It
God.
looks like, for all intensive purposes, Tony.
They keep showing his ass,
It's
too.
over.
They keep showing it, dude. It's not over yet. You never know. Or Mrs. Glover is going to be very upset. She's going to be really upset, dude. Oh, the BMW championship. That's nice. I don't know, dude. That's tough. That is tough.
That is tough.
Playoff hole 1. And I feel like last time we were here, it was like 3 or 4 playoff holes,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it was.
Ridiculous, dude.
It was ridiculous.
Oh.
Unbelievable. So
So what else you got,
Josh
dude?
B saying crazy putts could make this crazy.
Yeah, dude. You
Which-
never know, man.
It's pretty interesting.
You never know, dude.
One thing, and I know Tony's going to make fun of me, it's always another second till a little Mets conversation.
Just a little one, though. Probably for like 2
I
minutes.
promise this is a quick question, Lonnie, because me and Tony have talked about this, and I think Michael and Matthew as well. Is there something that you think there are guys that are very talented and can do it anywhere except in New York for baseball? Like, and I obviously relate to it.
What do you
happening
mean,
with
like
the
you think?
Yankees. Because like, look at Sonny Gray, for instance. Since he left us, all-star. Just as an example. And you think back in the day, there's plenty of examples like Javi Vasquez. You know what I mean? All those guys, you look at their numbers, so much better when
Outside
you're
of
not
New York.
with us. Like, do you think that plays into a factor of guys struggling like Stanton, like LeMahieu, like Rizzo? Like, do you think any of that comes into play? Chapman, even, for an extent? You know, look what he's doing. Look what Chapman's doing this year, though. He's having a really good year.
Is he now, actually?
Yeah. That comes into play.
Kansas City.
I
I
don't
know.
I don't get it, though.
You know what it is? New York fans need to calm the fuck down. Like, me, I don't boo I don't boo Yankees or Giants. You know what I mean? I don't boo my teams. Like, I don't boo the players. I don't do none of that. When you go to, like, nobody, like, players don't want to hear all of that.
Check his beer.
Feel me? They don't want to hear all of that. So, the fact that Stan actually is good with it, like, he's actually good with the media after getting booed and stuff like that. Like, he's pretty good with that. Certain players aren't.
He's pretty good with that.
So it's like certain players aren't good with it. So I don't really feel like it probably affects G as much as it might affect other players. But you could tell, like, it obviously,
does. Yeah.
you could tell it affects players. So yeah, man, that's what I said. Like, New Yorkers need to calm down with all of that booing and like.
I mean, again,
you're not doing much. I mean, you got the right
Yeah.
to do it because you pay for your ticket. But at the end of the day, you're not really doing much. Like, you're not helping them. You're not helping your team at that point. You're just making them look bad. You're making them feel bad. Just, you know what I mean? And not saying you should be out there saying, yo, come on, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, call a spade, but
yeah,
don't,
just don't. There's no need for that. You're not doing much. If your team is down 3 runs, you know the game's about to be over. There's no point in you sitting up there cursing your lips off while
You
there's
hear that,
like,
Brian?
while there's like 10 kids sitting next to you somewhere. Like, you gotta
10
realize
kids.
you set the example, whether, you know.
I mean, I feel like if you're in the ballpark, though, it's fair game.
And also, I am going to
still,
weigh in
come
on this,
man.
but I wanted to actually
Nobody
go
wanna
Tony
hear that.
first on this.
About what?
Just in general, like what Lonnie's saying, like, for your team, no matter who it is, that he feels kind of being respectful.
It's not really
you shouldn't
respectful.
Boo your own guys. What do you
It's
think?
not really respectful. It's just, yo, those just your players. You gotta, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be backing them at the end of the day.
I know. I think there's a real thin line, though. Like I know, and there's
If you
like,
get this, that's a different story, though.
yeah, exactly. Dude. I think it
That's a
depends.
different
Yeah,
story.
exactly. So I think there's circumstances where booing your own players is kind of necessary. And I think, I mean, you know, dude, I mean, listen, these guys come out there and, you know, they do get paid a lot of money, and to have extended stretches
I don't even
where
be
they're
thinking about all of that.
Yeah, but
Like the whole
you have
money
to,
aspect
dude.
and all of that.
You gotta take everything into account. Especially like, I don't know, dude. I mean, I feel like specifically with the Mets and the Yankees. I understand there's some players, like you mentioned, Stanton, that handle the media well. I think Alonso handles the media well. Certainly when Verlander and Scherzer was around, I thought they handled the
that's
media
'cause they
well.
savvy vets.
Exactly. It's because they know how to speak to the media.
And Patrick Cantlay has
he won?
won
Good for him,
the
dude.
FedEx St. Jude Championship.
That's what he
Lucas
did.
Glover, the heartbreaking second in the playoff. And speaking of Lucas Glover, Bruno St. Jerome says Glover's wife beat him up for playing poorly a few years ago.
Yeah.
Cavdu says boo.
Oh, that's
Josh
why you
B
said that?
says,
Yeah, dude.
oh, so close.
Dude, you should look up the mugshot, dude. And it was like the mother, like Lucas Glover's mom got involved. It was not a great look for the Glover family. And now here he is losing in a playoff, dude. You never know what's going to happen at home. Oh, she might be throwing his stuff out
Anthony
the window
B says,
right
when
now.
you make the money these guys make in New York, you're expected to perform.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you don't,
Yeah.
then you will hear from us.
Right, and then I also like for example, like Harrison Bader the other day, this past week, was asked about the level of play in the Yankees organization.
Oh yeah,
And he said something along the lines like, "No, I love our game right now."
that was the
And it's like, it's comments like that I think when you do go out there now, you should be getting booed, because there's no reason. Like, these players need to understand that, like, I understand that, like, they're coached to how to talk to media and bullshit and beat around the bush, but the fans don't want to hear. The fans know, like, the fans watch the games. They go to the games. They know exactly, like, how much you suck right now.
By the way, I
Like,
got
you
this-
wanna hear-
I got this completely wrong. Lucas Glover actually won.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't know. Did it seem like he hit it out of bounds, though? Like, am I crazy, Tony?
Man, dude, it looks like He looks like a tough.
He's 43 years old.
Yeah.
But my apologies, guys. I know
that's
watching
the
here
sweaty
with no
pants guy,
volume.
right?
I really hope Mrs. Glover wasn't only listening to us at the time.
Yeah, I might beat you up now,
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah. Wait, why me?
But
You was
continue.
talking
Yeah. To
Continue
interrupt
on,
my
Tony.
point again.
putting her business out there.
Okay, yeah. When it's players who make comments like that to the media, who have that type of personality or at least like perspective of it's like
Yeah, they deserve
you're
to get
either
heckled.
delusional or you're lying, and that deserves to be heckled. It really does.
See,
That-
I don't
that's
mind
bogus.
the heckling. I don't mind because
Well,
I did
booing,
that
you know,
to Gallo,
whatever.
but I ain't boo Gallo. I heckled the shit out of him at the first Yankee.
Well, isn't
Adam
that
we
kind of
had.
the same thing though?
Nah, because I wasn't booing him. I was just saying like he was doing all that stretching and all that bullshit in the
What'd
field.
you say to him?
And I was like, yo, what did I call him? I called him. Oh my god.
Oh my
Richard Simmons,
dude.
the guy that was
Call him Richard Simmons.
kept calling. And we was in judge's chamber, so we was like right behind
Yeah,
him. So
dude.
I know he heard me because I was just laying.
That's pretty
into him.
hilarious.
I kept calling him Richard Simmons because doing all his blase. I was like, yo, what do you? Like, you know what I mean? I said, you on the field already? What are you doing? What do you need to do that full
Right.
down? Like in the middle of play. So I'm like, bro, like stop playing. Like I was like, get up the bat and actually hit the ball. But I was like, I can't remember what I was saying, but I was really laying into him that day. But I never booed him. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like that booing is
it is
it's a little different because you like really saying like, yo, you suck. You're
Mhm.
telling the person you suck
Yeah.
without saying you suck.
But I think
I was just
there's still
I was
circumstances
basically
where
just
it plays.
I
too.
was just firing off scuds, if you want to put it that way,
Yeah.
for the most part. Like
Drops.
I wasn't sitting there like, boo, you da 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 da,
Mhm.
get the out of here. That's what people be having to hear when they go
Right.
to bat or when they in the field after they done had a bad at bat. But nobody want to hear that constantly 81 times out the year if
Right.
or 40 if you have 40 bad games. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why they always say like it might not get to you at first,
right?
But
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I still feel like, I mean, those fans that do boo players, they still cheer if that player hits a home run.
Yeah,
so it's like
that's why I said it's
But
fair
listen,
game, I
fellas,
think.
I think you could very easily sum it up as a lot of guys, whether they want to admit it or not, and we want to admit it, they don't want to take accountability. And there's certain points that you get to,
Mhm.
like really, I mean, what Stanton's done the past year. I mean, I know he's hit some home runs this year. He deserves to be booed.
Yeah.
What Rizzo was doing before we knew he had a concussion, he deserved to be booed. What LeMahieu's done all season, he deserved to be booed. And I think the problem is, I think it's ridiculous that there's the excuses, number one, and number two, that like had someone argue with me on Twitter that they felt bad for Joey Gallo about how he was heckled when people would see him in New York. And my whole thing is like, nobody is making you play baseball. Nobody is making you cash that check. So if you don't want to deal with what comes with playing professional baseball, then go home. I think it's ridiculous that there's any type of sympathy. This is what you signed up for. You need to take accountability for your performance. And clearly, by you being sensitive and saying it's ridiculous that you're getting booed, you're not owning up to you suck.
Did Gallo say he was upset about getting booed?
I don't know.
Yes, he said he couldn't leave the house.
He did say that.
Oh, I remember him saying it was tough.
He couldn't. He said he couldn't walk
Wait, but
around
you know
in
what
the
I mean?
city.
If you don't want to be booed, how about perform?
Right.
I know. Like, are we done with accountability? Like, can you just show up and just suck, and then we're supposed to cheer you? Is that what we're supposed to do?
But like, all right. So let's say I feel like,
oh my god,
and I feel like it took some time.
He actually wore the Holmes jersey today too. You disgusting.
Is the best part is Lonnie? You're gonna get Brian's. Yeah, it is mine.
I know that shit.
He doesn't really own a Yankees jersey. This guy.
I know.
You know I'm right too, right? If you don't want to play sports, go home. You're gonna hear boos no matter who you are. Derek Jeter heard boos. How about that? All right.
Go home, Tony. Go home, Roger.
You're a loser, Bobby.
I mean, Tony, how could you dispute what I just said?
No, you can't. But I mean, I think Joey Gallo. I think is a case where booing is I suppose acceptable.
Right.
But I mean,
can I get a bed? What's going on?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Speak
What do you
up,
want,
brother.
Lonnie?
I don't know. I guess the same thing I had the last.
What was that,
time.
Sam Summer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sam
he,
Summer.
You get Lonnie
He
and
didn't
Sam
change the
Summer?
beers yet, right? Yeah, I take that.
Lonnie Kugel's tight.
Sounds good.
I thought that's what I saw over there. If that's what I think it is,
Dandy.
I need that. That's deliciousness right there. You heard? A shandy?
Yeah. But Tony, continue on though. Like you said, the case of Gal. Like, what else were you gonna say about this? Just about the whole booing, accountability, players.
I think that there's still like, you know, as a fan though, you still.
Thank you, my good sir.
You know, I think that there's still a sense of you should be supporting your players. You know, I think it's one thing to boo someone in a sense of, hey man, like we want to make you get better, but it's another thing to intentionally insult this guy. That's delicious. Because he's not playing well. You know, I feel that does no good. And I think especially Yankee fans can get kind of hot-headed and douchebaggy.
Mm-hmm.
We got one outside right now, actually. And it's tough, dude. I think.
Yeah, but Tony.
I think it's
Tony. Come on, man.
Yeah. We know
You
those
can't
guys.
tell me that out of all, like, even just talking about baseball, that Yankee fans boo more than any other fans.
I mean, that's obviously about saying that. Now that you're talking about it, I mean, I feel like obviously for me, from my perspective, I am most. Thank you, Jason. I am
Wow, Jay, one step ahead of me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you don't want this scrapped? I am most exposed.
Stop
I am most exposed to the Yankees, obviously, and the Mets and New York teams. So I would say out of any New York market team, it's certainly the Yankees booing the most. I could definitely say that. Like you guys,
You know why? Because you Mets fans are numb to it.
No, but also, I want to bring in. I want to bring in
second money.
I want to bring in
Please.
Jules, 1994, who I think is Jules from the company.
Jules. Oh,
And
let's
she
go.
says, if management is not accountable on their end, how can you expect the players to hold themselves accountable?
There you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, we
Good shit, Jules.
we
That's
talked
real
about
talk.
it. We talked about it last week with the Yankees. I mean, it starts from the top,
There
and
you
right
go.
now we're talking that Hal doesn't really care much to own the Yankees. That he doesn't want to make hard decisions.
That was this week when we was talking.
That was this
about
past
that.
week. Yeah.
That was not.
Or you
It was
mean
special.
last
When I
time
called.
we
No, but that was when I called when we was talking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
She
agree.
says, hashtag rep the company.
Love it,
There you
dude.
go.
So again, like I mean, it starts from the top, and if you have that
That's
type of
my-
mentality from your ownership, that you don't care that much about making hard decisions and being accountable for your own
Don't blame the
actions.
ownership, blame yourself.
Hashtag rep
it's
the
about-
company.
At the end of the day, you control you.
Right.
You got to hold yourself
No,
accountable.
but
It doesn't
I'm-
matter what the ownership
No,
is.
it does because the ownership, the
That
GM,
means that you're
the
honestly,
manager.
that means that you have no integrity then and you're not
No.
committed.
The
It does.
ownership, the
It
GM,
does.
and the manager, they set the tone. Those are management,
If
dude.
you're a player and you're
Right?
into the game, you care about how you perform.
No, bullshit.
And you hold yourself accountable. Then you're not a
Yeah,
good
of
player.
course, hold yourself accountable, and you worry about how you play. But if you have management, if you're in a job and you have a boss that does not give a fuck if you come in at 2 hours late, you know what you're going to be doing every day? Coming in 2 hours late. And that's not about integrity or accountability. That's about your management sucks, and you can take advantage of that. That is the players
That means
taking
that,
advantage
but
of
I'm just
ownership.
saying, how good are you in the first place? Because the management doesn't care. That means you're not going to care about how you play. Then you're not a good player.
You're not. It's not that you're not caring, but no
you're
one is
telling
holding
me-
you
no,
accountable.
you're telling
No
me-
one is holding you
Well, hold on,
accountable.
hold on. You're
The people
telling me
in
there
charge
but
are not
Tony,
holding you accountable.
You're telling me though there aren't players who are so into the game that no matter who the management is, every day they're out there busting their ass, wanting to do it the best job that they can.
Oh,
It doesn't
sure.
matter.
Sure, yeah. Mike Trout is. Shohei Ohtani is. You know where the fucking Angels are right now? Nowhere, because they have terrible management, terrible ownership, a terrible GM.
But
It
that
doesn't matter
have to
that
do with
if
how
one
they're
player,
playing.
if Aaron Judge, he
But
cares about
that's
how he
the point I'm
plays.
making, though. That's the point I'm making. Those guys are great because it doesn't matter. If that's your excuse, you suck.
I'm not saying that, these players are making excuses. That is the manager who's making that. He's making that
You
atmosphere.
don't perform poorly because the management sucks. You perform poorly because you suck. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. There's no excuse. If you perform poorly, it's on you. It's not on anybody else.
Yeah, but you can't tell me there are outside factors to why you're
No,
performing
if
poorly. That's
you wanted
ridiculous.
to step
That's ridiculous.
up, if you were capable of stepping up, you would.
You would probably do so more if you had good management.
No,
That's
if
ridiculous.
you're relying on the management to how well you're performing, then just retire. Just retire. Please
No,
retire.
I think you're totally discrediting like the whole mental aspect of baseball right
What I'm
now.
getting from both.
I mean, there
General
is.
manager shouldn't matter about how you perform and whatever you give. If that does, like, who the hell are you?
What I'm getting from both of y'all arguments is like, all right, so B on your half is just like,
If you're good, you're good.
Right. If you're good, you're good. You're gonna do whatever it takes to remain and be good to make sure that you're good on your end. What I think Tony is trying to say is that if you don't have that, if you're good, you're good. You're gonna always want to be good regardless.
Look at Aaron Judge. It doesn't matter what's going on. Every time he's playing,
if you have that consistent, constant, good management or management always trying to push you to be better, you're gonna always strive to be better. But if you don't, if you know you can slack, you never know. You might be that.
That applies to mediocre players. Like that's why it's on the board.
That's not necessarily
if he was
true,
coached
bro.
up, if he was pushed, like he'd be better.
True. That's not necessarily
like, you
true.
shouldn't rely on
because you got those players that like you said, they know they're good and all of that. But they know they don't got to do much to be that.
Yeah.
What Tony is trying to say is, in order to get that eliteness out of your greatness, you need a good manager to push you to that. Like Judge, for instance, he's great. Not to say that Boone is not the greatest manager, but who knows? Imagine if he had another manager who can make him, who can make him seem as better than he is now. I think that's what Tony's trying to say. Like, you need management to push you through at the end of the day. Like, and clearly.
I mean, look at the Phillies last year. Clear case of poor management. I mean, that's like literally. Come on.
I think this
literally
goes back
they
to
lose
the
Girardi, they bring in Rob Thompson.
I don't know,
but this
but
goes
that's
back
a
to the
different
booze
story
and
to
lack
me.
of accountability. Like you can't blame your poor performance on your general manager. Your manager.
Who is? See, I don't think Tony's saying that.
No one is saying that.
I don't think he's saying that. What he's saying is that you need management to actually show that they care.
And Anthony B's commented about this too, and we'll get to all these. But I'm saying you're talking about caring and trying. Like you're nothing if you're not caring and trying, no matter what.
Yeah, if you don't care, and try, for yourself.
I think we can also agree that I feel like most all players in MLB do care.
Yeah,
honestly.
obviously.
Like, come on, what MLB player does not care?
But also, I mean, as long as they know they could cash checks, they don't feel a need to care.
Right.
So if your management is not showing that they don't care, why should you? I think that's
right.
I get what you're trying to say.
Like if you're playing for an owner who doesn't care,
right?
Why would you
And
care?
he's still writing
if you're
them
playing
checks for you.
For a GM who doesn't assemble good people around you, why are you going to bust your ass?
I just think
you're going to want to go somewhere else.
Certain players that would almost like die on the field, like they're so dialed in. They want to be the best they can, and they're going to try every single day. There are players like that.
You're talking very few players that are loyal to an organization.
Yeah, not no more.
It's not about the organization.
No, it is
It's
about
just
the organization.
their craft,
We're
and they
talking
respect their
about the
craft,
organization.
that they wake up every day. It doesn't matter about the like that's what I'm talking about. All these excuses about why teams don't do good. I'm sick and tired of hearing with the Yankees. I get it. The roster could have been put together better, but and Anthony B's talking about it. Josh B's talking about it. The players at the end of the day, if for them, you gotta step up.
Yeah,
like it's not anybody else's fault but yourself.
That's
why I think that's a problem with these days. Like people give excuses. There's all excuses all around. At the end of the day, you gotta step up. You gotta step up. That's it.
I ain't giving them no excuses. They stink.
Yeah, but I think you're missing the point where it's like people are making excuses for the players. They're blaming the management.
Right.
They're
That's what
blaming
he's trying to say, I
Cashman
think,
for
too.
putting together this shitty team.
Well, I mean,
they're blaming Hal
technically-
for not caring about this shitty team.
Technically, that
They're
is a part
blaming
of it,
Boone
too.
for making managerial.
But I think
not
there's a
good
part
moves.
of where it's like we could say they could have been put together a better team, but you also could be doing a better job.
Sure.
could be playing
So,
better,
what are you
yeah.
trying to say?
They
Like,
could be-
you think
it's obviously more on the players than anything. Of course it is.
I
The
don't
same
think
thing
so.
with the Mets.
I mean, look at what Lonnie said, though. He said
It's-
that he could see this type of season coming last year.
Yeah, I seen this coming last
Why
year.
couldn't the
Probably
guy
2
who's
years.
getting paid to be the
Probably 2
GM for
years
the
ago,
Yankees?
actually.
Like,
But definitely last year, I seen it coming.
But there's still the thing is though, like what I said before, there's still more than enough talent to be a lot better. Regardless of that.
But they not.
And
Why is that?
we got trivia coming up in about
6 minutes.
But before we
hour
do that,
fucking flew by.
there's some comments I want to update everybody on. So
What do we
Anthony
got?
B, the company chief, says he don't mind making decisions, business decision. He runs this team like Applebee's instead of like a baseball team. His father is rolling in his grave whether he wanted to or not. He should act like he wanted it, make his father proud. Instead, he is a joke, which I don't disagree with. And Josh B says, gotta agree with B. There's too many players not performing. It's on the players. Anthony B says, I disagree. When your management isn't putting the team together, you need some people who won't perform because they look at it. If you don't care, then why do I care? If you all want to do it, collect money, then why shouldn't they feel the same way? And then Kevdu says they should just sell the team.
That's the same thing you said.
Like I said,
I think you really have to, dude.
I still think, though, that just like it's a cop-out. It's a cop-out for not performing well. At the end of the day.
I don't know, man. Again, I mean,
I don't want a player that's going to blame management on why they're doing bad.
Yeah, but you're not talking about a player.
No, but
though.
see, I don't think
you're not
nobody
talking
did
about
that.
a player.
Who did that? Who blamed management that they're not playing bad? Nobody's saying that. What people are trying to say is that the team is not built correctly by management, which at the end of the day, why the team struggles in certain aspects to why they can't play small ball or do these other things to try to win games. Who built the team? The GM, not the manager in the dugout. So yeah, obviously, yes, the players are not doing what they're supposed to do. But technically, if you think about it, that's exactly what they're doing is what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be swinging for the fence because Cashman is telling them to analytically and all that other stuff. So like I said, at the end of the day,
caller, by the way.
Do we have a caller?
They're kind of early, but damn.
No,
And Josh B also says, when you're the Yankees, you don't sell the team, period. You will never not make money. Go ahead, Michael.
But see, that's the wrong mentality that you want.
Just reading the comment.
That is true, though.
I'm just saying to Josh B, it's not a good mentality. Sorry, Michael.
You're live at the sports board.
It's the Chief again.
Oh, what's up?
What up,
hey,
Chief?
What are you trying to double
Lonnie
dip?
seemed so unhappy that you.
No,
were the
I'm saying
caller.
he's trying to double dip over here.
Well, yeah, we're just taking over. It's the company. Shout out.
Shout out to the company, 100%. We love you guys.
Yeah, but I wanted to call because, like, instead of just keep typing it, like, the crazy thing is like when you're sitting here, like those players should be performing absolutely. But when you turn around and you got to think about someone like Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Rizzo, when they're sitting there on the backside and they're putting they're all into it, and then you got Cashman that makes a dumbass deal going to get Josh Donaldson.
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to feel about that? Like, how does that not take juice out of your legs when you're just like, we're spending $25 million on a fucking scrub?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so you turn around, you think to yourself, that $25 million could be spent in so many other ways that could actually help the team. And that's where my comment is coming from, where it's just like, if management doesn't care, then why are the players going to care? Because that's the way that they run that team. They run that team to make money. That's all they do, because Hal has no interest in running that team the way his father did. He's not his father's son. And it's disgraceful, to be honest with you, because he was raised around it. So he should be the exact same way. But, like, it's when you turn around and you're seeing this thing year after year after year, like Lonnie said, he could see this coming a year ago. Like Josh will tell you, Lonnie will tell you, bro, I'm Captain Yankees all day, every day. I think we got a chance. There's always, as long as we haven't been eliminated mathematically, we got a chance to be able to get there. But I just said it earlier today after this atrocious loss that we had. Like, it's impossible not to raise the white flag at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, what are we supposed to do with what we're putting out there on an everyday basis? Like, not even to sound like an asshole, but like, we look worse than the Mets do right now. And the Mets at least sold off their team, so it makes sense for them to be playing the way that they do. We're turning around and we're still paying everybody, and yet we're doing absolutely nothing with it. What point does that serve?
No. I mean, I definitely like. I agree with what you're saying. Like, Hal and Cashman, they've done a terrible job. But at the end of the day, I still think that all the blame goes on the players, because it's like, if they were doing just a little bit better, I think at the very least we would be in the third wildcard position and looking forward to the playoffs. At the end of the day, that's it. That's it. So we can talk management all I want. This season is on the players. It's not on the management. There's enough there. The guys aren't performing to the back of the basketball card. We can make any excuse that we want to. They're not.
But it's not about excuses, Brian.
It's
not excuses. It's about looking at it as a whole. You have an entire team underperforming, the whole team, Brian.
Right, so that's their fault.
You think it's individually every player's fault, as opposed to a bigger problem?
The players, though,
it's a bigger problem.
Those guys are capable.
You don't
of
just
more.
have an entire team go into a slump for an entire year. That does not happen.
guys are capable of more, and all you guys.
No, certainly they are. They certainly are capable of more. But there is a bigger reason why every single one of your players are not performing. There's a reason why Harrison Bader can barely even track down a fly ball without bumping into whoever's playing left field.
You know,
like there's a reason behind it. There's a bigger reason behind it. It just looks so fundamentally wrong.
Hold on, man. Anthony's talking. Go ahead.
That's the crazy part about it when you think about it. And you turn around and you see these guys that are underperforming, that there's all of them. It's not just one of them. It's the whole damn team. And, like, at the back of the day, like, you turn around and you think to yourself, like, these guys are going to play to the back of their baseball card. Because you don't forget how to play baseball overnight. You know how to play. Yeah, some of them are at the back end of their careers. But, I mean, like, look at what Rizzo was doing in the month of April and the beginning of May. He was crushing the ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did we get from there to where we are now with him, where he couldn't hit the red side of a barn right now? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what's troubling. And like, I understand there's the concussion issue and whatnot that's going on right now, but I mean, like, that can't be the problem for the last 6 months. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something more than that. Giancarlo Stanton for how many years now? Like, in the playoffs, he's fantastic. From the regular season, the guy's a shell of himself. He hasn't had one great season for the Yankees since we've had him.
But,
you know what I mean? Like,
but is that his fault or is it Brian Cashman's fault?
No. It's Brian Cashman's fault for continuing to put him out there when his regular seasons has sucked so much. Like, he's a flawed player.
I mean, he probably shouldn't have got him in the first place. So that's what the real issue is.
Fault because he should have never made that trade.
Exactly.
That is Stanton. That's him as a player.
See, the only thing I wouldn't agree with you guys on that is, like, the man was coming off an MVP season where he hit 59 home runs. You can't say he should have never got him. Stanton should be better. Stop. Like,
yeah, but in the same sense, you were trading for a guy you already had on your team.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't have two guys and then expect them to be able to protect each other because it's impossible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because at that point, you can just walk both of them if it was that case. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you'll just take your chance.
And this is so random, man. And like, this just came to my mind, but because I feel like your voice sounds familiar. Did you call into Mad Dog?
No.
I did, yeah.
He does?
Like, did you call in within the last year?
No, not the last year.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
How long ago?
Maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe.
Oh, okay. It could have been. I swear, I feel like I heard you call him.
I'm about to say what?
Well, he's on a different time.
feels betrayed.
Yeah, but I know he would tell me that. So
Wait. Sorry, what'd you say yet?
Sir.
No, I actually got into a heated argument with him on over the air about Mike Trout because he was just like literally just saying that Trout was trash. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't believe that people.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard that. I definitely heard that. 100%.
Yeah, I went on. It was probably like a half an hour that I was on the line with him.
Dude, that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know what made me think of it, but when you're talking, I was like, I know I've heard this before.
It's just it's the amazing sports knowledge that comes out of my mouth. That's what makes me remember.
Oh man,
let's go to the comments. Kev Dew Taylor says the Yankees made Stanton a scrub. It's not his fault. You guys are so blind.
Yeah, it's all the Yankees' fault. It's Stanton.
Josh B, wave it, Chief. Wave that shit. We've got Brunson St. Jerome, the Connecticut Little League softball team I watched today looks better than the Mets.
That's a little ridiculous.
Wow.
Jules, 1994, says, I believe part of the problem is there's no one in that clubhouse that was raised in the George winning is everything mantra like the core four were.
100%, Jules. 100%.
Downtime, obviously. We're going to do 8:45 for the trivia.
Oh, really? 8:45.
Great caller. Thanks. Exclamation point from Bruno St. Jerome.
That was a great call, Bruno. I got beef with you, Bruno. I'm calling you out right now, dude.
All right.
Yeah. That was a great call by Ann.
Good call,
It's so
Chief.
funny that
Shout out to the
I've
company.
heard him there before. I was like, I know I've heard him call in.
Great guy.
Yeah,
great guy.
He be calling
Great name.
John Rothenberg.
Great name.
Yeah. No, but Dog's not at 3.
I didn't know. I just didn't know that he ever called that show. I was just like, what?
Wait, but is that a thing?
He's
though?
tight.
Like,
He's tight.
If you're like,
He calls the show. I
like,
have no reason to be tight.
go home and
If he was
shower
not
about it?
calling DPH on Rothenberg and calling other shows, then we have an issue.
oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying, like, I know I've heard him call it.
But if you were to do that, would you blame him or the management of the company?
Probably the management of the company.
Right?
No, but in all seriousness. Well, actually, first, I want to actually go to Michael here. Dead serious.
Yeah, Michael, what do you
Like, just broad perspective. whenever
Very
a team
broad.
is failing, is it ever the management's fault more than the guys that are on the field, on the court, on the diamonds?
Oh, come on, dude.
No.
Well, but nobody's saying that, though.
You guys kind of were saying
Nobody's saying that, dude.
And also, so that actually parlays into my point. So you then
Parlays.
all
Who the hell said that?
all that you've said tonight, you think at the end of the day, this season, the way it's gone, is more on the players than it is the Yankees management.
You're asking me if I think it's more on the players or the management?
Hell
I think
yeah.
collectively, the entire team is flawed equally. I think from top to
But I'm just
bottom,
talking
it's
about
just
their
not.
wins, losses this year. So do you feel like it's more?
Oh, do I think that there's
definitely more
like?
the players? That's
I mean,
definitely-
yeah, I guess in terms of wins and losses, you can certainly argue the players have lost more games than Aaron Boone has.
You blame the players for losing the game. You blame the management for building the team that loses the
But I
game.
mean, I don't know. But see, I don't know. You can't ask that question because we talked about it last week too. The manager does not win or lose games. But I can tell you that I want to say. I mean, I know I'm throwing a bullshit percentage out, but I want to say 80% of the calls that I've seen Aaron Boone make has been probably wrong. I mean, he's made some horrific managerial decisions.
They would have won 10 more games at least.
Of course. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, but that's just masking the management, like he's just trying to.
I'm saying a good manager, I think, is tested when he's making those tough decisions to make a call during a game, either to pinch hit or to pull a pitcher. And I feel like Aaron Boone has not done a great job in those big moments.
But you know what's funny? I just said this on Jake Asman's show last night, and I was just like, how Cashman said basically Boone doesn't get to make his own calls.
No, but honestly,
and if he does make his own calls and they don't work, he can possibly get in trouble. So once it's stuff like that lets me know that he ain't making his own call.
But again, now you're talking about that's ownership. That's going up the ladder. That's not the mentality.
It's a lot of like it's
just not the work environment you're trying to lay down. Like it's just not.
Yeah, it's not.
Like
But
it's
also,
like
I went to a talk with Jude and Cashman earlier this year, and specifically, and I don't believe them, I'm just telling you what they said. Cashman said he's never set a lineup, and Boone sets a lineup every day. That's what they said.
That's true.
Yeah, but again, you can't believe.
I think that was probably
disagree
with
I
that,
think that
but
was
I'm just
probably
saying
the
that's what they
same
said.
conversation, but it doesn't matter if you're not letting this man manage from the gut at any point during any game. You
He's total
crippling
control.
him.
Yeah.
Which means that you basically feel you saying, hey, this is what the analytics say you should do at this point at any given time. You go based off this. You're not allowing him to be Dusty Baker or Bruce Bochy or managers like that. Like that's why I keep saying, like, yo, sometimes I don't know, man. I really be wondering, like, is it Boone making these decisions?
Bro, but he has nothing to do with them scoring like one run.
But I'm not
getting
saying
shut out,
that.
Never getting
Nobody's
a big hit.
saying that.
Right.
Nobody's saying
But that's
that.
it. But I'm saying that's just like an addition. It's not the core of
Right.
the season.
But you keep bringing it up like that's what we're trying to say. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it would be
like,
great if we had that. But I'm saying we still wouldn't be
But you
anything
ne- but you
because
never-
these guys haven't done anything.
But you never know what he can do or what he might possibly say to juice them up.
Right.
But because he can't say anything or do anything, because Brian said it, like I said, when he said that, I was saying, you basically just told us, like, you cripple him. Like, you basically, you new to him. You don't allow him to make his own decisions. Because if he does, and then they don't work out, you basically gonna lay into him. Like, come on. So you basically, like I said, you're not allowing this man to do what he can possibly do, and that's the problem. So if Cashman is doing that at the end of the day, you're not allowing Boone to do what he can possibly do, and that's making all these That's why people keep saying he's probably saying all this stuff during the press conferences, and he could be saying other stuff in the locker room or whatever.
Right.
But who knows?
Who knows? And Joshby says managerial decisions used to have an impact if the team wins or losses. Analytics are destroying managing, which is very true.
Right.
And I know Tony's gonna make fun of this.
Bruno?
Make fun of me for this, but we have a few minutes here. I want you to go Mets. Seriously, dead
Really?
serious. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For trivia. God, no, it's Tony's turn. I feel bad, honestly.
No, I mean, honestly, I mean, like.
No, I know, but just
talking
anything.
about all
I'm
week,
sure,
dude.
You always do
It
this
always
to
helps
him.
the vet. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, if you want to go over the weekend, I believe they're down 3-1 right now.
So that's basically all Mets talk is just him venting.
I mean, at this point.
Sometimes, yeah, for the most part. Yeah, actually, it looks like Jeff McNeil, RBI single. We're down
started for the
3-1 right now. Pitching, Senga is on the mound.
Okay.
Which is great, but I mean, let's look at this weekend as a whole here. You know, this is the 4th game of this series, doubleheader yesterday, Friday game, the makeups from earlier in the season. So far in the last 3 games, we have like a run differential of minus 34. We know about the Saturday day 1 game, the 21-3, but then we're getting out Friday or yesterday. Game 2 yesterday was 6-0. Friday was 7-0. But again, I mean, you know, Lonnie kind of hit the nail on the head a little bit where, you know, at this point, you know, the Mets obviously have sold off their team. They're thinking future-wise now. They're trying different things in terms of throwing guys in different places. I think at this point, you know, the Mets have certainly know what their future looks like in terms of the prospects they get. And I think they're trying, like, other guys. I mean, you know, you still have Stewart starting in right field. You know, they're still throwing this guy Ortega in left field. You know, they tried Vientos at third base on Friday. So they're trying a lot of different things. Mendick is still playing second. And it seems like they're still trying to have McNeil in the outfield. They played right, a little bit of center field as well this weekend. So they're trying different things, right, which is great. I mean, you know, I will say the one thing, I understand obviously the things that Cohen have put in place specifically for this season, you know.
Stewart with a leadoff single.
Oh, there we go.
No,
not a leadoff single.
Who is that? 30.
I think that's damn, what the hell is his name? Not Ortega. Actually, it might be Ortega.
Okay, I think that is Ortega, actually.
Yeah, I want to say it's Ortega.
Yeah.
Nibble
up here. 3-1.
But you know, I think you know, I understand you'd mentioned Cohen's moves have not worked. You know, this season was supposed to be one of those seasons where you're making a playoff push. You know, it seemed like you made such leaps and bounds last year. Obviously disappointing end, but you still won over 100 games. You know.
Right.
You know, a season like that you can put on the players where you kind of blew it in the wild card, certainly.
Yeah.
But this year, you know, I think it's good on Cohen to recognize and not, I suppose, let his ego get in the way. I'm still not, you know, stoked with how he dealt with everything because just like we've seen, you know, in the New York media in general, you know, Cohen is like, I don't want to say lying, but obviously not telling the whole truth. Where it's like, I mean, obviously he fucking knew trade deadline he's going to get rid of these players. Like he knew. And then, you know, he was skating around the fact that this was what's going to happen. I understand you have to do certain things to protect your players, but I mean.
That was smart on his behalf. I'll tell you that much. If he actually had that plan already in place to where like if they didn't, you know, if they didn't live up to the success that they thought they could throughout the season, he had that escape plan already in, you know what I mean? That's it sucks on his behalf because he's spending that money.
Yeah, but he doesn't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah,
which is great. I think it's a huge part. I think of why Cohen is going to go down as a great owner for the Mets. The fact that he's such a huge fan and has such a deep pocket. I mean, it's so evident now that he's just it's ready to spend money.
Gonna really go down as greatness or whatever if they win.
They will win though. Like he's gonna make. Again, you can't. Honestly, in all my years watching baseball, I've never seen an owner, a team pivot as much as they did at the trade deadline. You're talking major pivot, major loss of money. I mean, you're talking the Mets pay over $150 million to players not to play for them. And you're talking about there's teams that don't even come close to that budget for their squad. Like that, I think says a lot about Cohen.
Budget times 3.
Yeah, bro. Are you kidding me? That says a lot about him. And he, again, I feel like the pivot he went towards was to get youthful prospects.
Right.
And I mean, I think that's like,
but you don't know what those prospects.
No, you don't know.
But though, it didn't need to get to this point because you could have put more of an emphasis on signing younger players.
Yes.
You know,
you could have.
It's been full of all mid-30s and up.
But I do think, and again, like that's something you can blame management and blame ownership for, right? I mean, it's not. I mean, again, like I think you could have seen Scherzer not doing well. You could have seen Verlander coming into the season on the IL.
Scherzer,
you know?
You can definitely see.
Like those are things that should not have happened. You know,
ever since that playoff game.
Yeah, the wild card.
Yeah.
Oh, you take back that. Yeah,
you can see it then when he couldn't. I was like,
But even him getting shelled against the Padres in the wild card,
That too.
Big spots, he just did not show up. It was age creeping up on him for sure. And again, I mean, you can maybe think that Cohen was trying to double down this year and just have one good push. But I just think that in reality, some of the people he has appointed to GM positions specifically are just not doing their job. And I think honestly, this offseason you're going to see a change in your GM. Possibly, you're going to see Buck maybe get out of there as well. Because I think Cohen is someone who certainly does not like to lose, but does recognize that, hey, something is wrong here. There needs to be a change. And I think you saw it trade deadline with the players. Started with that.
And we're going to continue this.
Yeah.
Be coming up, but actually, I just want to ask
right now,
real quick, do you think it's more than likely that there's not only a new general manager next year as well as a new manager?
I just think
more than likely.
I think more than likely because you've seen so often where it's a new they just couple them,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like,
Michael,
yeah,
we'll bring
like
you in another Two Roads trivia question. What do you got for us?
Should we see if Matthew wants to go ask the crowd?
Hey,
if
Matt.
anybody wants
Matthew, come here.
Sideline reporter.
You want
You got your mic.
No.
Where's your mic?
Mike has the mic.
He's like the RJ of the show.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
He's so.
We're gonna have Matthew.
Matthew.
Wait,
So-
he has to get the question.
He's so.
The question is.
No.
So you're gonna go.
Can you go around and ask people if they want to partake in the trivia?
Oh yeah.
And just as simple as that.
Oh yeah, that's
And
it.
the question is,
Yeah.
who's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA history?
Or just let us
I know
know
that one.
let us know when you got someone. All right.
So you want people to come here for the
No. He'll get just ask them over there.
They don't have to come on camera, no. But give me the mic for. Oh, actually, take the mic with you. It doesn't matter. Just,
I'm about to say,
obviously
why would
mute it
he
for now?
give you the mic?
Yeah.
Why do you want him going around us hearing? Oh, hey, you want to do it?
Well, once we hear him, we'll just stop talking.
Should we start
so
with Dean?
know.
Yeah.
What's the
No,
question? Who's
not
the
with
leading
Dean.
I'm
scorer?
saying I want
NBA
to hear
history.
him asking over
Dean.
the air. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
if he,
Take a stab at it.
No, not Dean.
Who's the all-time leading scorer in NBA history? Dean says Will Chamberlain.
He's wrong.
No
Next
way.
person. Next person.
Matthew, someone who doesn't work
Dean,
here.
what was that, Dean?
Wait, hold on. Who's
Actually,
the
I
all-time
don't-
leading scorer in NBA history? Who's your guess?
I don't know.
Take a stab.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh my God, this
Shaquille
I do
O'Neal.
know. No, wrong.
No.
Wrong. Next person.
Next person.
You want to go to the darts? Go darts.
see.
I feel the darts, guys. The darts.
Excuse me. Can I ask you guys a quick sports question? Do you know who the leading scorer in the NBA history is? Take one guess. Anyway.
Michael Jordan.
Oh no,
Close.
not good.
It's
No good.
Keep going. Don't say
Want
it.
to take a stab?
Michael.
You sure? you don't
winner
want to
gets a
stab?
Two Roads beer, sponsored by Two Roads.
You're gonna get a free
Two Roads
beer.
beers.
Free beer.
Does anybody
Free
know?
beer.
Free
Go
Two
to the
Roads
other- go to the
beer.
other bar. Go to the other side.
want trivia?
People down here.
What? Where are we?
You're next. You're next.
Hold on,
Oh,
hold
down
on.
here. Here we go.
Hold on, who do we got?
I said Larry Bird.
Larry
Oh no, wrong.
Another guess. Another guess.
right. What
Anyone?
the hell is going on?
Who said that?
No one said that.
Hold
Dude.
on. Jordan.
Wrong.
No, wrong.
You can tell these guys didn't
No.
watch NBA since
Hold
Jordan
on.
and Larry
No one
Bird.
cares about
She's
NBA,
just
dude.
baseball.
These
Who do you
guys
think the
are-
leading
Holy
NBA scorer in history
crap.
is in the NBA? She thinks Will. She's thinking Will.
No.
Who's the most
Two
expensive baseball
Roads.
card?
Two Roads sponsor.
Wait. Who's it?
Expensive baseball card is called.
Shoeless. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's a fact.
Oh.
right
What'd she
there.
say? How most
That's
expensive
some
baseball
trivia.
card is what?
Yeah, me.
Kev Dew saying, "Are these people crazy?" Josh B saying,
Baseball
"I
card.
know
Dude.
what is happening."
Honestly, like, I kind of knew this. This is
Yeah.
Jay says Magic.
It's literally.
No. No, but somebody
one's
did
got it
say
right.
it. Somebody had
Yeah.
a guess.
So
Who
who
was
is
that?
it?
Whose guess was that?
Dean said it.
I think LeBron.
Yes, it is LeBron.
Dang,
Dean
finally.
is the winner.
LeBron
God.
James.
Dean, get yourself a Two Roads beer.
Free beer.
Holy crap. Yo, people was guessing Larry Bird, y'all.
Yo, why you trying to be mean to the
Barnes,
fans?
can you
though?
say
Holy
Two Roads
Christ.
A Two Roads steak.
People ain't watch the NBA.
Oh yeah. No, and
years.
once again, this trivia question is sponsored by Two Roads Brewing Company, local here, Stratford, Connecticut.
Hell yeah, baby. Love
We got a
Stratford.
great brewery, the area too. the lot outside, the
road
cornhole,
less
Tony,
traveled, baby.
the drinking,
The
Tony.
drinking, great spot to drink.
100%. Let's bring in Matt here again. What do you got, Matt?
What are we doing?
I don't know. You
Oh,
said like you wanted to say something.
No, this is just a great show. We got Two Roads. Shout out Two Roads, dude.
Two
Roads,
Roads,
favorite
dude.
brewing company ever, dude.
Next to Staten Island Brewing Company.
Ew, boo.
Tony, question for you.
Staten Island smells like
That's-
shit.
I know, right? I was thinking. I was
That's what
literally
I'm
sitting there like, why did you put a
Best
mic in front of
Double
him?
mic beer at the
Double
Staten
mic,
Island
double
Brewing
B.
Company. What's it called?
Ooh,
He doesn't
cherry
know.
sour, dude. But a 6.2 ABV.
Shut the hell up.
Lovely sour beer.
Drafted or bottled?
I guess I mostly had a can.
A can. Have you had the draft?
Yes, I had a draft.
Would you prefer the can or the draft?
Honestly, canned.
Really? That's
Literally
interesting. I feel like
using
I'm
one
team
mic
draft
and they
all
have
the
a
way.
No,
mic in
sours
front
are
of
good.
them.
I can't believe you would prefer
Like,
that.
draft can or bottle.
Freak.
I'm a Miller High Life guy, so
Wait, is that in the bottle?
Miller
Is that
High Life,
draft?
baby. Out of the
Miller High
bottle.
Life?
The glass bottle. Let's
Is it
go,
a glass
baby.
bottle?
Fuck
The
yeah,
champagne
dude.
of
the
beer.
champagne of beer.
Let's go.
Champagne of
You
beer.
want one right now?
Do you have one? They have
Do
Miller High
you
Life
have
there?
one?
We'll see.
I don't think so, because I asked when I came the other
think
time.
they do.
Do you guys remember though? Growing up, it was 2 for $20 Miller High
Not
Life
looking
18-pack bottles.
Get the fuck
I
out of
used
here.
to, I'm about to say, what the hell
2
you
for
getting that from? I used
20.
to just get the
36 beers
That
for 20
sounds
bucks?
Yes.
crazy.
Where?
Michael,
Michael?
do you remember
Where
that?
the hell
Michael?
was this at?
Where was this, dude?
No,
This would
Miller
be-
High Life.
This would
Oh,
be
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
package stores. here in
Yes,
Connecticut.
yes,
Anywhere,
yes.
you're saying. Anyway, not one specific joint.
Yeah, dude.
Anywhere.
It was a thing.
We got some chops coming up.
Mary's saying, I like your Piazza shirt, Aunt.
Thanks, Mom.
Kev Dew saying, while he
Hi,
just
Tony's
took over
mom.
this year, that was big news. What the fuck? And then
No one
Josh
cares
B
about
saying,
basketball.
I'm a can first guy personally, which is interesting. Magic Hat number 9 is my go-to beer. And I just
Magic
feel
Hat.
like, I don't know, am I crazy? I just always have loved the draft. I feel like I like the Guinness. Don't you love the Guinness draft?
No,
Tony?
Guinness draft is different, though. Guinness has to come out of the draft.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Or-
No, it doesn't have to.
No,
Nah,
Yes,
I
it
think
does.
the
Michael,
the
Michael,
best
can you
way to
wait?
have a Guinness is out of
They've
the
had
draft.
can.
But I'm saying,
yeah, I know,
can,
but it's not the
bottle,
same.
or draft, just generally speaking.
Doesn't matter.
beer.
Draft.
Draft,
So
that's
what
what
are
I'm saying.
What are we
That's what I'm
talking about
saying.
right now?
What are we doing?
Draft
is fucking king.
We don't have that. DraftKings, dude. This segment is brought to you by DraftKings. Suck it. I smell cigarettes, dude. So
I
awesome.
do. It was a funny comment. No, I'm out of laugh. But honestly, Tony,
Do you have any?
Shut up, dude.
I want to get back to Tony. Anything else further on what we were just talking about before trivia in terms of the Mets?
Lindor getting his 69th ribby yesterday. You know about Alonso, I think now 3rd home runs. But I mean, obviously, you're looking at this team and lackluster performance for sure. I mean, there's really not much good to talk about. I mean, we know the Braves are a great team. I think the players could be doing better. But at this point, I think the players know that this season is over. So certainly a lot of these guys still go out there because a lot of these guys are playing for their position at this point too. So people are still going out there. They're playing their heart, playing with their heart. Alonso is as well too. Like I said, I think a lot of these guys are getting up towards next season. I think we're set. Up, honestly. Like I think you can see a lot more young guys coming up, maybe towards the end of this season.
Anybody
Once they
specific?
get some more, I mean, you would imagine you're going to see Acuna before
This season.
Yeah, I think so. You're going to see him at least at a couple licks. maybe
Anybody
at the
else?
DH position. I would be surprised if they bring up pitcher. I think Blade Tywell is probably one that's been moving around a little bit in the minors.
The other guy.
Um,
Who was talking about? He was like,
Mike Vassell. Like Vassell as well is someone. I think he's been getting kind of shelled a little bit. But again, I think at this point, just throw anyone in the bullpen, give them some looks at the majors, and really see what they could do. Hopefully, you can catch lightning in a bottle. But I think now is the time to kind of implement that. Though I mean, I think you'd be wasting your moves if you don't let these guys get some major league experience this season, at least.
Yeah, but see, I guess because they should have kept Beatty up too, but they sent him down because he was.
"You're done with Beatty?"
I mean, dude, he was again like lackluster at the plate for sure, and then he was just making so many defensive erers.
Yeah, but
the
that's
past
why you
month,
gotta kind of
dude.
keep them. What does it matter at this point? You gotta.
Because I'd rather at that point I would like to see Vientos. We have so many third base prospects. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. And Maria just hasn't been brought up. Like again, like I think the field is so competitive.
So that basically means
that-
they're just giving up on Beatty.
No, you're not giving up, but the field is competitive. Like you want to create that sense of competition around your third baseman for sure. Yeah, you don't want someone like
comfortable.
Yeah, to be like, hey, it doesn't matter.
And I don't know if this is controversial, but I personally feel like you're talking about Beatty getting sent down, wasn't performing or whatever. But there's a lot of talk about like you don't want to rush guys
Right.
too early. I don't think there's such a thing.
I don't think so
I
either.
think you can play or you can't. You're not going to learn against what would be C- pitchers in the major leagues in AAA. That's not going to do anything. Either you have it or you don't. And I think the sooner you get up there, get experience, the better. There's no such thing as the right time to be called up.
And I think with good management,
That can help.
These young players who's like literally like their mind, like a young player coming up and getting shelled as a pitcher, it's going to affect your mentality for sure.
Right.
But you got to have, again, if you have a good manager or a pitching coach to be like, hey, like don't fucking worry about this. This is what we want you to do. We want you to struggle and then and then work for
Right.
it. You know, like
and I would agree with that. And that's kind of my whole point. Like, getting back to what we were talking about, it's like the reason why I was so like, I don't want to hear about the management is the reason the Yankees aren't struggling isn't because of young guys. It's because of veterans.
we're talking
not
about the
performing.
Mets.
No,
right
but
now.
I'm just saying, though, that's when management comes into play, though, in all seriousness.
Right, it does.
Younger players.
And again, like the Mets have seen their veterans struggle. You know, got rid of them. Now, young guys. I think again, we implement a new GM, maybe a new manager, and then we wait from there.
And I have to ask you, and I just know roughly there's been talk about this, about the clubhouse problems. Do you know anything about that?
really.
Who it's pinpointed at? Do you have any guesses?
So I was reading up on it, and it did seem like there was believe it or not, a lot of tension between Verlander and Scherzer. Apparently, it goes back to their Detroit days, where I guess they just butt heads. I don't understand how two pitchers in the rotation could have issues with each other. Like, I understand they practice and see each other every day, but it's like, what the fuck? You know, like, how do you guys have an issue with each
Didn't
other?
Verlander get like 100, like $1 million more than him or something like that?
Yeah. But like again, it's
I think that
there's no way that it's money.
No. But he probably did that because you said that. I didn't know they had little issues or whatever.
That's what they said back in Detroit. They had a lot of disagreements, and I could see Scherzer being an absolute fucking lunatic. But I don't know, man. It just seems so weird. But that was some win that I caught in terms of creating a poor clubhouse attitude. I mean, those are your two veteran players too, like pitchers you try to rely on. And if you see your two veteran players having issues with each other, like again, that is the mentality they're laying down as veteran players. Like you got so much.
That's why I brought up that
people,
whole
like,
Lindor and McNeil thing because it's like that was a little weird too. So,
but again, like since then, Lindor has been nothing but positivity.
Yeah.
So
Jay's leaving, guys. Say bye.
Jay, leaving.
Jay, we love you, brother.
Bye, Jay. Thanks for coming, dude.
See you in the studio this week.
Good job on the trivia, dude.
Is Jay going to be on Tuesday for screen time?
Tuesday, no. He could call us in his
Thursday?
work. Yeah, Friday.
Oh, right. Friday. For
What's
the,
screen time this
the
week?
Jets season 2. I mean,
episode 2.
Hard Knocks, baby. Let's go.
Speaking
When are
of
you
that,
doing that?
Did
Wednesday?
you watch Hard
Friday.
Knocks or no?
Yeah,
What did you think of episode 1?
it was great. It was good. There's a lot of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of Aaron Rodgers.
What else? It was good. The opening speech with Salah was good.
Salah, the Crows. The
I like how they
Eagles.
went into like each different position room.
Yeah, dude, that was
I like
sick,
that.
Dude.
I like that.
Very well made.
I
produced
like
right there.
that.
So I like that.
I like that.
Ooh, dude, take me in the showers.
Yeah, Chingy.
What else?
Had to give it back.
And honestly, it just showed what I already knew. Aaron Rodgers to me is just the greatest quarterback that ever played, ever lived, ever threw the ball. Like, if you watch the throws
Yeah.
into the basket
But I
and
think
him
the most,
calling
that's
it,
what I
I
look
think
like.
most talented.
That's
one,
what
not
I
the
look
best. The most
Yeah, okay.
talented.
Yeah,
Sure.
Matt,
It's not the best because he
Sure.
hasn't won.
Max left
but he's
you.
the most talented.
Sure.
the most talented thrower of the football. Yes. I mean, my God. But to me, he's the best. That's just who he is to me. The GOAT. But yo, when I was sitting there watching those throws, because
you wanted
to me,
to
I used to watch. I watched. Shut up, Michael.
Yeah,
I watched
baby.
every Green Bay game.
Yo,
that he
Lions are
was
taking
there.
a fucking bath tonight.
So, yeah, from the filth of you motherfuckers.
The filth of you motherfucker.
But like, I never like. I mean, I used to watch some like whatever training camps when he was out there in Green Bay. But I'm sitting there like, yo, this guy, and he's calling them red, blue, red, blue. I'm just like, yo, how the fuck does he do that? Like, yo, he is amazing. So I'm like, y'all Jet fans, y'all should be excited, man.
Expecting big things for the Jets.
Yeah, same thing when you're in the Mets.
Oh, stop it. Stop,
Please.
stop.
And it's interesting because I know how I feel, and like I guess
the way you
it's
talk,
different.
you don't even have a football team yet.
Jets fan. Let's go, baby.
It's different with the Mets for me. But I have to say, over the past couple
You
of
hear
years,
this?
yes, I did hear it.
Decision. I'm gonna try to be a Jets fan.
He's trying it out. We'll see what happens. Whatever.
Oh, my
Football. Ever
God,
since Tony
this guy's
stepped on a
What's up,
rugby
dude?
field, he's been a little all over the place.
Didn't you say he was a Giants fan? Now you a Jet fan?
And he was.
And he
What about
was
the
a
Mets
Tom Brady
Yankee thing?
Mike,
Yankee fan.
I wanted to forget that, so I'm not going.
I had to bring it up with you here live.
I don't want to roast him on.
Who?
You.
Because I went to a fucking Yankee game and root for the Yankees?
And wore
that
a
is
Yankee
bullshit.
jersey.
So what? What do you want me to wear?
Oh,
a fucking
my
T-shirt that
God.
says the company?
No, you wear a shirt that says.
I would have worn the company T-shirt.
You wear
if I
a
had
regular shirt. You
What the
don't
fuck
wear
is a
Yankee
regular shirt,
jersey.
dude?
Bruno St. Jerome, lights out. Thanks, boys. Appreciate you tuning in.
Thanks, Bruno.
Call in, comment anytime. We love having you, Bruno.
See you, 10 o'clock weekdays. Let's go.
Let's go.
You can ask any Kev. If Kev is still there, I guarantee
give a
you Kev
fuck,
wouldn't
dude.
do that. Kev might kill you.
No, but
for
see, I
doing
hold
that.
myself accountable. I don't worry about you.
You need to
fucking
hold yourself
people,
accountable.
bro.
Don't ever do that again.
Why?
And you
It's
don't
bullshit.
allow him to do that.
No,
That's probably why they
bullshit.
fucking
No,
lost.
Get the
Because he was in there wearing a
because
fucking
the last
Yankee
time we were
jersey.
rooting, last time I was there rooting for the Yankees, dude.
Wait, but are you
And they were just
superstitious?
gonna walk up and run.
With shit like that, hell yeah, you
That's
can
Really?
freaking
ridiculous.
defend
Really?
in the
Bullshit.
Yankee jersey.
Bullshit.
Come on.
In all
bullshit,
seriousness,
dude.
though, you think like
See, this is
when
why
they
Yankee
lost
fans
that
suck.
game,
That's why
and
Yankee fans
Tony's
suck,
jersey
Michael.
had
Yes.
something to do with it. You really believe that?
Yes.
It was Brian's jersey.
Yes.
It was Brian's jersey. Point your finger at
I don't
him.
know.
Not that is whatever
No,
jersey
stop
that
it.
was is
Stop
bad
it,
luck.
dude. It's Aaron Judge.
See, I
No,
just-
was it
I
Judge?
can't get
It was
into
Judge.
I don't know.
Telling you, man.
But dude, why can't I go root for a New York team, dude?
You
Root for my
can't
buddy
be-
Brian here.
You
You want to go? Do you want me?
wearing-
Why?
It's
Do I root against the Yankees when I go there?
yes, you
Why would I
should,
fucking do
'cause you're a
that?
Mets fan.
That doesn't mean I have to root against the Yankees, bro. I'm a New York
You
fan.
sound
You sound
crazy.
like
Well, you know what I was gonna-
you're what's wrong, okay? You are what's wrong.
I was
here.
going to ask you this because
Sounds
I've
crazy.
always had this
Nah.
animosity on the other side of town for football.
ridiculous.
Honestly, not like the Mets scenario, but with the Giants, like, I don't know. I've just been a little annoyed at times. Like, have you ever felt like that as a Giants fan, like not wanting to see the Jets do good, or you never like?
I don't. Yo, this is me. I could look straight in the camera too. I don't care if the Mets or the Jets win, as long as the Yankees and Giants win. That's all that matters to me. I don't like me.
So it doesn't annoy you if
No,
they
it
win
don't
and then
care.
the other side is terrible.
Okay, that's a different story.
Okay.
Like, but see, I don't see. I wouldn't even say that. Like, if the Jets and the Mets is doing good and the Yankees and the Giants is doing bad, I'm just like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't let this whole fandom shit drag me down. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it hurts. Like, today, it hurt. That Yankee lost.
Right.
That shit
So
hurt.
on a
But,
level, you understand how I feel all the time. You do, though. You
but
do.
no, you on a different story. You still got the butterflies in your stomach. Them butterflies is dead. Okay? It's absolutely just dead.
But I think you understand, though, where I'm coming from. It's like, Yankees are my favorite sports organization.
So is it mine.
But I'm saying
Baseball is my favorite sport. Baseball is my favorite love.
Still going on. Football hasn't started yet. This is all I got. I'm gonna see it through. I mean, I don't think
There's
that's
no
that
point in
crazy.
not seeing. I'm not saying don't see it through, bro. But like, man, listen, you gotta temper expectations when you start to see bullshit happening all the time, especially when you can't not close out a game with only 3 runs needed with up 4.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Right. Exactly.
But like you were saying, I don't really care. Like, to me, if the Jets was to win a Super Bowl, I know as long because it's Aaron Rodgers, I wouldn't care. I really wouldn't.
Yo,
but
spoke tomorrow.
as long as the Giants win sometime within the next 4 to 5 years, it has to happen.
And
Because then people like, it's certain Jet fans like y'all can win one or whatever, and some of y'all is gonna go nuts. I can feel it. Oh, we're gonna go on a run. He broke the curse.
But I think one thing to say, and I think you would agree with, it's not that crazy to feel like you're right in the thick of things if you have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
Oh no, trust me. I wish he was. I like Daniel
What if Aaron
Jones,
Judge was your quarterback,
but
though?
shit, I love Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, how much do you like Daniel Jones?
I like him, but see, this everybody always says they already have the whatever out on him. I don't want to say I do. This year is gonna really prove it because now he has the pieces to throw to. He has Saquon there. Saquon has to stay healthy. The line has to stay healthy. The line has to block him.
Stay healthy.
Waller has to stay healthy. Neal has to actually block people instead of being a turnstile. Andrew Thomas has to stay healthy. I mean, if Sterling Sharp could see, I don't know. I think they're gonna cut him and keep Cole Beasley for some reason.
It was funny. I was actually making fun of my friend today. He was trying to say Cole Beasley was gonna have a big impact on the Giants. I was like, didn't he retire three times already?
He might. I don't know. I think they're gonna keep him because that's Daboll's guy.
Wait, but I have actually a question because some other guy was actually, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but I was chirping this guy. He's pro sports bettor on Twitter, Philly Godfather, and he's big future, and he was talking smack all week about how the Eagles were going to be the Chiefs because he's from Philly last year. Obviously, it didn't happen. You get that, but his big pick of the year is the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. And Giant fandom aside, though, Lonnie, I'm not a Giants fan, and I see this on the surface. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen? That is insane. Right, Tony? Or not? The Cowboys, I'm not saying they can't win 10 games. They're not winning the Super Bowl.
There's no way, dude. I feel like
the Cowboys can't get out of their own way.
They can't get out of the first round of the playoffs.
No way. Stink.
Like, come on, dude. Come on, dude.
That's the one team. Them and the Eagles, I can't stand those.
But if you had to pick one,
You're an Eagles Cowboys.
Yeah.
Lonnie's a
Like you would love to see them lose all 17 games.
I would run through the street. I would run through the streets of Harlem ass naked if the Cowboys lost all 17 games. Are you what?
What's up with him in shower?
Are you kidding me?
You have to definitely shower after that, though.
No, I wouldn't. You know why? I'll run through the streets of Harlem ass naked in the rain if the Cowboys wins or if they lose all 17 games.
Cowboys win. If they win.
Jesus Christ. I hate that team, yo.
What is your expectation for the Giants this year?
At least 10 to 17. I can only hope. At least.
And if you had to say, more likely they win the division or don't win the division?
The Cowboys?
No, the Giants.
With 10 to 17, I doubt they win the division.
Eagles will probably win the division.
Yeah, Eagles will probably win a division unless they fall flat on their face. Unless they get a lot of they would have to have a couple big injuries to not. They're pretty loaded, so I think it's gonna be Eagles, hopefully Giants, and then Cowboys. But see, I wouldn't say let's sleep on the Redskins, but the only thing is question about the Redskins so far right now is that quarterback position. Because you don't know what Sam Howell's going to be. But they do have Eric Bieniemy, and I think him having to really prove what he can do, he's probably going to have that kid balling out. Who knows?
Yeah, bro.
So, I don't know. And I have to say, I seen Sam Howell in North Carolina.
The 08 Giants.
He wasn't too bad in North Carolina. He went to North Carolina, right?
Yes.
He wasn't too bad there. It's just that
Kind of tapered off at the end. He didn't live up to it.
He's another Mitchell Trubisky. This is the thing. Mitchell Trubisky didn't play a lot of North Carolina, but he had the potential, whatever. When he went to the Bears, he stunk because of the coaching. If Sam Howell gets good coaching, who knows? He might be actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
It'll
who
be
knows?
interesting.
matter.
I got two quick questions. First one.
What's up?
Who wins the NFC East off the top of your head?
You just said the Eagles.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay with the Eagles. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
think
number two, and I'm being dead serious with this. Like, if you had to give me a 1 to 10 for the upcoming NFL season, where would you rank your excitement?
If he's a Jet
Dead honest, like
honestly, I am pretty excited. So I'm gonna say like a 7.5, 7.7.
Highest of your career?
Even as a Jet.
No, that highest of my career.
Like,
I mean, when I was following the Giants, like,
And this is during both Super Bowl runs?
Yeah, both Super Bowl runs. So like that, like the second time the Giants were going to the Super Bowl, like as Patriots, like that was probably my prime, most exciting.
At that point, was it like the Mets being in the World Series in 2015? Like you were that like locked in, or,
no, I mean,
or was it never?
I mean, the Mets obviously trumped it, like clearly.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I was into it. I certainly was excited.
From that time period, did you have a favorite player?
Wait, on the Mets?
No, the Giants.
Oh.
Like during the 2 Super Bowl runs.
I mean, I did really enjoy Eli Manning. I thought he was
Yeah.
fucking awesome. It was hilarious. He was clutch in the playoffs.
And but were you ever like
Stud,
you
dude.
loved what he did in the postseason?
Yeah.
Were you ever frustrated on the year-to-year inconsistency?
Oh yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
How could
dude,
you
of
not
course.
be?
Yeah.
How could you not
But
be?
what do you think that was? Like why did that go the way? it
I don't know,
I think
man.
he's an idiot. I don't know, man.
You think Eli's an idiot?
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't say he was an idiot. He just there was a couple plays where he made a lot of
idiotic moves,
a lot of bonehead throws. Remember, he don't like to be hit.
Right.
He don't. Yeah.
But he would throw so many picks at times.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. He would make bad decisions.
He would make bad decisions.
Bonehead moves. Idiot.
Bad plays. But man, I tell you what, that playoffs hit. That boy was
Yeah.
No, and it's
That's
funny.
a different man in the
Giants
playoffs,
always
bro.
annoyed
really
me
is, dude.
Just because I was a Jets fan from when I was like 7, 8, but I have to say, both of those Super Bowls, I was so excited to see Brady basically crying on the field.
On the
that
floor.
was great. And how
Dude, it
each
was
Super
sick,
Bowl
dude.
had these like memorable plays, like the
No.
Tyree catch,
And the
the
Manningham.
Manningham out of
Yeah,
bounds.
after that, I know. And I was like, watching
That Manningham
Strahan was
throw.
great for the first one.
The
like
first one.
Brendan Jacobs,
Tuck on
dude.
the
Justin
second
Tuck,
one.
dude. Oh my god.
O.C. Imanora and all
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was
Eura.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Those were
And even having
nice.
like, dude, Bradshaw too, as the backup running back too, backup Jacobs, like
Ahmad.
Right.
Dude, it was
Ahmad
so
Bradshaw.
sick, dude.
My man had the
Jake
fall like
Ballard in the second one,
Dude.
tight ends. Ballard was nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
all right.
fun watching those Giants teams. It was ridiculous.
Kevin
And of
Ross
course,
in the
like,
first one.
dude, to beat the Patriots, stop them from going on a perfect season
that
too.
was
like
unbelievable.
10
10
dude.
14-point underdog.
Yeah,
That was nuts.
kind of unbelievable.
I remember that. Was it the?
So crazy.
I can't remember which one it was. Was it the first?
Which one?
That they beat the Patriots. I think it was the first one that I was watching outside of the. I was
Plaxico Burress.
I was still too young, so I couldn't get inside. But I had just got off work, and I was watching a game from outside of a window at the bar on 34th Street, underneath the Empire State Building. It's called. I forgot what the bar is called, but it's like a bar restaurant. And I watched the whole damn game outside.
That's sick.
Like in the cold, freezing my ass
What a
off.
time, dude.
And this guy was trying to sell me this damn like his music or whatever. Yeah. And at the beginning, I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm trying to watch the game. Like,
Yeah,
leave
it
me the
was-
hell
yeah.
alone." But then once the Giants started, really winning and all of that, I was like, "Yo, bring me the music. Like, I'm about to." I was like, I couldn't believe that.
Maybe I'll be a
actually
Giants fan
happened,
this year.
Last
Kind of hype me
question.
up right now, dude.
Freaking hack.
Dude, you're a freaking hack, dude.
Stay over there
Before
with
wrapping
your little
up,
showers
I'm
and shit.
asking
You got a
Colby-
corduroy hat
I
on,
need-
dude.
I
Get the
need
fuck
that.
outta
Corduroy
here.
brim.
Corduroy brim.
I need to
Corduroy
ask.
Who are you
brim.
fooling,
I
dude?
need to ask both of you guys this question because Tony, you were watching closely at this time, and obviously you've always been a Giants fan, Lonnie. If the following year, after 07, if Plaxico Burress
Didn't shoot
doesn't
himself, we
himself,
was
would they have
going
went
back. Yes,
back-to-back?
yes.
Yeah,
100%?
you gotta
Yes.
say
100%,
yes.
100%.
Yeah.
He was amazing. That connection
Yes.
with Manning was
Ridiculous, dude. Yeah,
unbelievable.
it really was.
Yes.
Such a fucking
That's so
shame,
tough.
dude.
That's
It
when
really is.
Tony lost all love for the Giants.
It's tough.
Dude,
it was
like,
tough.
what are you doing
Yeah.
in the
Gun.
club with the gun, dude?
Wait,
They
we
had to
talking
be
about this the
strapped
other
up.
day?
Yeah, we were. I don't know how it came up, dude. Like, what are you doing in the club with the gun? Are we playing Clue over here, dude?
Oh, my
Plaxico Burress in the club with the gun.
All right.
Oh, you fucking kidding me right now, dude? Are we
But
approaching
honestly,
hour 3, dude? Come on.
Do we have anything on the way out that we wanted to get in at the end here?
What the fuck are we watching?
I don't
dude?
know.
Anything on the way
Shout
out?
out the
I
Horseshoe.
don't think so. Shout out
Shout out to
Horseshoe.
the
Shout out
Horseshoe.
Two Roads.
Company.
Shout out to the company. Shout out
Shout Michael and I for
Sports
having a
Boy.
great setup today, dude. It was a great time. I think we killed it.
Shout out
Two-man
Tony.
setup was
Shout
kind of tough. Everyone wants to talk over.
Shout
Whatever.
out
Doesn't
Jay.
fucking matter, dude.
Shout out Matt.
Shout out Two Roads.
Shout out to the 2-time Super Bowl winning
Shout out
Giants.
Michael's beard.
Eli Manning.
Or mustache, I should say.
Yeah, mustache.
Yo, what up, dude?
Shout out.
Shout out to your mustache.
Shout out
Looking
Jay.
nice and high and tight, baby.
I got a haircut just for you guys.
Really?
Shout out.
You did it for yourself. Get out of here.
Who's the barber?
Who's your
Shout out
barber?
Edwin, my boy Edwin at Harlem.
Yo, what is up with Peter Rosenberg spending
$75 on a haircut? He
$100 on a haircut.
I paid $30 for
What?
mine.
Peter Rosenberg.
Doesn't he shave his head?
Now he goes to a barber and he pays $75
To shave his head.
for each for lineup and all of that.
He's such a rat.
Dude, what a
That's-
fucking loser.
That's
That guy.
crazy.
Dude, honestly, Alexa Dot is the one, I don't know if you know his history of
He's
women.
getting robbed.
Yeah, Alexa Dot is good job by her for getting out of there, dude. Dude, she was dope, dude.
Good job,
She used
Alexa.
to work the Rundown MLB Network.
Way
She
to
was
get out
a
of it.
phenomenal, on-air talent.
Alexa, way to get out of the
Alexa
race.
Dot,
with Peter
way to
Rosenberg.
do it. Alexa Dot, baby. The Rundown was a great show. 4 o'clock, that was my time slot.
That was my time slot. It was me, Tony.
Yo, the Rundown, you get mad work. It'd be like, dude, to be a
Yeah, you used to
fucking-
look at her like that too.
Come on, dude. Why you gotta do that,
just
dude?
joking.
That's- come on. I respect her. I respected her as a
Words of
coworker.
wisdom on the way out.
Yankees, go Yankees. Mets
God.
next year for you.
Yo, dude, get the fuck out
Jets
of here,
this
bro.
year.
Jets Super
Take
Bowl
that
champ.
jersey
Bet
off.
the mortgage on it.
Bet the
And-
mortgage on
That's
it.
my line.
And shout out the horseshoe.
Shout out the horseshoe.
Shout out Horseshoe.
Shout out Dean.
Yeah,
Keeping
shout
it
out
real
Dean.
by the
Yo,
bar.
shout out
Tip
Shout out
your
Matthew.
bartender.
Let's go
Shout out
Orioles. Let's go
Matt.
Orioles.
Tip your
Go
bartender.
Baltimore.
Give Dean
100%.
mad money.
Are we back in the saddle? Usual time tomorrow?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. This would be the first time after the horseshoe.
I'll do whatever you need to, Brian.
I'm saying so we're 10 a.m.
Yeah, sure.
and
I'll be there.
We're golf course Thursday. Done.
Yes.
Not even, no hesitation.
No hedgies.
Let's go.
Oh, dude. I need to golf. It's over, dude.
Get out the coast. So that's great. And honestly, echoing what all you guys said.
Management.
The management at the horseshoe, great. We love the
Great.
horseshoe. We love being here. This is great. We love the company.
Yes, sir.
All the comments, the calls. You guys are the best.
Oh,
We
the
look
calls
forward
were great
to it every
today, dude.
day. We talk about all the
The
time.
trivia.
What you guys add to the show. So we love that.
Awesome.
We love
Great job.
Lonnie being here. Let's go,
Always, man.
Looking forward to more and more of this.
We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m.?
We'll see Lonnie in
See
the
you
studio
tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Damn, let's go, baby. Take your
Shit.
shower
We
tonight.
love Michael holding it down on the other side of the glass here. He's pumped up. He's thinking Jets, 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 Jets. We love you, America.
Let's go,
Good night.
Giants.
We'll see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.